What up, what up, what up? What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing tonight? Zach was here. I saw Zach in the chat at like 4 o'clock. Early bird gets the worm, as they say. How's everybody doing? I know it's not Wednesday today. We're doing it on a Thursday. Yeah, a little bit irregular, but an exciting one, I think. I do really like their previous Ender 3 v3. It's actually right there. And I do use it more than I actually thought I would, considering all the Core XY machines I have. It's just been a reliable, fast printer. And if I know it's PLA, I just throw it on there. It's real easy. Let's say hi to everyone that's in here. We got Eric in here, Matthew, Jeff. How you doing, sir? Marquez in here before then. Nice, good for you, good for you. Eric Galloway, Harry May, Gryfang, what's up, what's up? Boomer, Petty Ruxpin, Wade, Burn Carve Print. You know, doing all right, doing all right. Kenneth, what's up, what's up, what's up? Will Moore, how you doing? Hey, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, what's up? Blind Gray Wolf, how you doing? Got another machine for y'all. Hey, Caleb. All right, so let's get started. Why shall we? Why shall we? Why not, shall we? I don't know. Words are weird. All right, so as always, hey, Keith. It's all good. Should we address some of the other Creality stuff that was happening earlier? I'm wearing Sam Prentice's shirt today, by the way. Since we're doing Creality, I figured I'd wear something Creality related. So, Sam Prentice's shirt. Anyway, Creality had a big day the past 2 days, I guess. And there's going to be more of these things. So, you know, the K2 was announced along with the multi-material system that they have. And they had this crazy sale. Let me turn this music down on mine. It's a little loud. They had this crazy sale where they limited the machine down to 200 and had a 50% off sale. I was there for both of them, Fresh. So the first one was like 16 seconds or something, and then their site just got completely overwhelmed. And I know that not a lot of people know how websites work. But this thing's that's 50% off is an obnoxious deal on a flagship item. It's like if, you know, if Elon said that the Cybertruck was going to be 50% off, you know, people that can't even afford it are going to be there in line, and it's going to crash servers. It's just how it works. And then what ends up happening is when people kept hitting refresh a million times, they use Cloudflare, and Cloudflare started blocking IPs because the whole world is over there refreshing. Literally tens of thousands of people are on this website clicking refresh over and over again, re-entering the site. So yeah, people got blocked. And a lot of people were really upset in the comments. And you know, people like, you know, the people that were holding the live, Kevin and Zora and Sam was there, and they had to like apologize. And I was just like, what are you apologizing for? Like, yes, I understand that they could have probably did a little bit better with turning off that part of Cloudflare and getting their bandwidth up on the website, knowing that it's going to be crazy. But this is probably the most big product that they had, and it's very easy to not predict that much. Like, I've made products myself before, not to this extent obviously, but I've miscalculated whether somebody really wanted it or really didn't want things a lot. So no, I did not, Fresh, I did not. But the second day, so they felt so bad. The second day, which was today, they not only did 500 units at 40% off, they also did another 200 for 50% off. And as you can imagine, all the stuff around everyone complaining on the internet, literally every outlet that involves 3D printing, there were people complaining. With that many eyes on it, today had to have been a bigger day by a lot. I guarantee you that the actual traffic was probably doubled. So yeah, they probably crashed. Well, they crashed in, what is it, like a second or something? So You did chili? See, that I know that it's a thing, but like, you know, it just the part that really confused me was just being on the internet and 3D printing is like depressing. Everyone's always complaining or comparing things to a degree of like aggression, and it's really weird how everything's divided and just odd. Like, you know, it's just weird that people were like, I want this machine, I didn't get the chance. I don't know, if a dealership started selling a car, this is a bad, I keep using this example, let's say there was some car was off 50% and you just didn't make it in line fast enough and they sold out, you would blame the company for doing this? They gave you this was a deal, like people got it. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm going too far. But the reason why I think this is cool is because this is going to be another 300 by 300 machine that will technically be able to use their multi-material system. So I'm obviously really excited for that. That's a rare thing. As you guys know, multi-material systems are typically smaller, at least right now, until Bamboo, you know, does it, what everyone's been asking for the past like 2 years. Until then, this is our closest opportunity, and I do really, really like the other Ender 3, like that one right there, the Ender 3 V3. So this is interesting. If this performs exactly the same, that's totally going to replace that machine for me, this guy, because there's no point in having that one if this one performs the same. So that's what I'm predicting. If they manage to figure out how to make a bed slinger as fast as that one in this size, it's going to be cool. Hey, Mr. Walkman. I think it's been over 6 months since I turned on my chitty. Man, that's been a while. I've been using the Q1 Pro almost daily. And if not myself, then my business partner at the office has been using it. So yeah, we've been chittying this whole time. Anyway, that's enough of that weird segment. But today we're gonna unbox this thing, get it up and running, probably print a benchy because there's a really fast benchy on there. I know I hear it's not gonna be pretty because it's 14 minutes. And then after that, we'll probably print the spool holder because that's probably my only gripe with these machines is the spool holder is weird. All right, so first of all, let's do the thing that we always do. Okay, first of all, two things. One is up here, there's going to be a pinned comment that takes you to Gleam.io. If you're going to stick around to the end or close to the end, because I might finish early depending on how this goes. But if you guys are going to stick around to the end, you're in the United States and you're willing to fill out that form to do so, you could have a chance to win a spool of PLA Plus by 3D Max. All right. So jump into there. That's pinned at the top of the chat. And then also check out my store at shop.3dprintsos.com. A bunch of cool shirts like this behind me right here. I'm a farmer. You see that up here. The Snip Snip shirt he's also holding back there. And a bunch of various shirts. There's also hoodies. There's also these awesome mats that I use every single day. I love this gray one. And of course, the Hot Ends mug. So everything on here is designed by me, and I have plenty more to design. I just haven't had the time to put some of these up, but there's more coming. And I made sure that the prices are as low as they allow me to go, so that I can get you guys a good deal. Yes, $479 for this printer. Yes. Do you know any makeup artists? B1.5 needs some attention. I do not. But I do want to print the head in multicolor. Like I would like to match the, you know, the beard and have some probably creepy eyes. But I would like to do that. Got an update from FL Sun. My T1 is due to arrive July 10th. Nice. You bought one? That was cool. That's going to be amazing. I haven't been able to get in contact with them. Actually, any of the brand new exciting things I haven't unfortunately been able to get, but that's okay. I'm still excited to be a part of it in any way, shape, or form, you know. But anyway, that's shop.3dprintsos. There's links down below on how to get there. This is what the Gleam.io link looks like. There's already 8 of you guys in here, so amazing chances at winning. So if you guys are planning on sticking around, jump into there. But let's start the whole thing off with the unboxing. So this machine, where does it belong? Why is it called an Ender? There's a couple questions that I have because they always had like the larger machines called the CR, the CR10, and then the smaller machines called the Ender. I have a feeling they're gonna kind of scrap all of that. And now there's just the Ender 3 V3 and the Ender 3 V3 Plus. There's obviously other more budget-oriented models, but these are definitely flagship bed slingers for sure. These things will go up against anything, in my opinion, even Core XY machines with specific materials, obviously. Budget, but do you think the best print around 150 bucks for someone to get rid of my birthday? Around 150. If you can get the 200, the A1 Mini is by far probably the best choice. I'm hoping that the Ender 3 V3 SE is no longer $200 and is now a little bit cheaper. I actually don't know. But if that would be the case, I would say that that is the best one because it's automated. It does bed leveling for you. That's probably the best entry-level machine. Anything under 150 or anything under 200, I don't know. I think you're probably better off buying something used. Maybe find a Prusa A1 Mini, or not A1 Mini, Prusa Mini for that amount, or maybe even one of these Enders used would be really good. Or maybe even an A1 Mini that someone might be selling like a marketplace or something. I think that might be better than some of the machines that are offered at 150, just because of the advancements that we've recently taken with these machines. Like just the fact that they're so much easier to operate and use with the automatic bed leveling and meshing and you know, all the probing. So, hey, Buzzbird, no reason to say sorry. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, this is $480, as they say on their website right over here. And let's check out what they say. So we got 300 by 300 by 330, so it's actually a little taller than I expected. We got the Y-axis dual motors and support rods. Sure. The one thing that I did notice is this does have support rods, whereas that machine does not. Obviously, this one's bigger and needs it, especially with the Core XZ mechanism that it has. Top-notch performance, okay. Clog-free extruder kit, so it uses the same one as the Ender 3 V3. And when I was unboxing that one, I was really confused with how it works. I thought you had to actually unscrew it, but no, I mean, like unscrew the hot end. But no, you keep the hot end there, and you just unscrew the nozzle, and the nozzle comes out with the heat break. So that's what they mean by quick release. It's not actually quick releasing. It's like just quickly swap it. You just unscrew it, and the whole thing comes out. And there's a lot less chance for clogging because the whole thing is integrated with the heat break. So that was just a misconception on my part. But so far, I haven't had a single problem on there, and I've printed a bunch. I actually got one of those carbon fiber plates for it that has like the triangles. I don't remember what it's actually called. But that's been a pretty fun thing to print on. Easy swap. Yeah, easy swap. Yep. That's right. Got my K1 running now. Got it used cheap, but had to replace the screen, extruder, and hot end, but works like a champ now. Nice. That's cool that you did that. Not a lot of people give those things a chance, and they're really good machines. PEY. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's it. Anyway, let's keep chugging along here. Do we have these bigger? Okay, here we go. Let's see if there's anything new here. Dual Y motors. Okay, that's a great call. Yeah, having dual Y motors is fantastic. I mean, they could even call this all-wheel drive if they wanted to. So there's 4 total motors on this machine. Well, 5 if you include the extruder. But that is great to see that this big old 300 by 300 bed has dual motors. That's awesome. And support rods. So far so good. Up to 600. It's fast. It prints fast. But, you know, we all know about the marketing of how fast these things move and print and all that. Top-notch performance, reliable clog-free extruder kit. They have improved their extruders. They just have. No way around it. My Creality machines have been trouble-free for a long time now. And yes, I still use them. Easy maintenance, quick swap. Okay, we already went over the nozzle. Part cooling, 2 powerful cooling fans. So this is actually a big deal. This is something that both the Ender 3 V3 and the Ender 3 V3 Plus have over the K1 or even the K1 C machines, is they have dual cooling. There's actually a cooling fan on the back that blows from the back, and there's a cooling fan on the front that blows from the front, which is awesome. That kind of eliminates the need for an auxiliary unit of some sort, something like other large bed slingers that are fast seem to do, that are way noisier and bulkier and bigger. You're getting the drift. I do actually really like this. I actually think they need to bring that tech into the other machines, but I'm guessing because they have the large auxiliary cooler in the Core XY machines, they just don't need to have an additional fan, more bulk. Let's see what else. Oh, this is also really cool. Like, this is a very unique thing. And they have fully automated, automatically tensioned belts for the XZ system. So that's really great. I'm assuming because of stuff like this, Core XY systems are going to be getting this too. And I know a few already do, like the Chitech has automatic spring tension. But this is a really cool mechanism. Obviously just a little bit more complicated, but definitely worth it so that you don't have to deal with tension, because as you guys know, when you print more on these machines, or the Core XY, this is the same thing, just, you know, spun the other way. The more you print with them, the looser the fans get, the looser the fans. The looser the belts get, the more loose the belts get. It just starts getting all funky. You get all kinds of errors and issues, so it's great to see that. The Mr. Mad, what up? What's going on? Did you know that drinking black coffee from Blank Cup is the best flavor? Yeah, yes. I actually want to switch back to black coffee. I used to drink black coffee about a year ago. I started putting creamer in there again, just to switch it up from just drinking black coffee all the time. And now I'm like putting creamer in there, just a touch of the hazelnut. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to black, I think. Hey, Jackson, I just combined both your first and last name together, so you have that. Beloved my mug, nice. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, the black mug. Yeah, it's a cool mug. Let's see, accurate Z-axis less wobbling. Okay, yeah, that's just saying again that they have bracing. Creality OS uses Clipper. I don't know why they keep trying to push Creality OS. It's Clipper, and it's been decent. It's been improving, and this should be open sourced as well. Creality Cloud, I still haven't tried Creality Cloud myself, just because I heard that it's whack. But maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe that's something I should check out. 58% larger than your Ender 3 V3. Wow, that's actually cool. That's a cool measurement. I never thought about it that way. Benching in 14 minutes. We will definitely be printing this. Light shade, interesting. Stackable drawer. Wait, what? Huh. I have a similar design to this. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, 600 millimeters per second max speed, 20,000 max acceleration. Super fast. Super fast for a bed slinger. Some more of the same. 60-watt heater. It's been good. Nothing bad to say about the heaters. Here's that unicorn quick nozzle. All right, they're just showcasing some prints. And honestly, this is my biggest gripe with the machine. It's this. Having more real estate outward is just too much. It takes up too much space. In a setup like mine, it would be impossible to put up there because the spool would go over. So I know that they provide different spool holders. So after we do the benchy, I'll start the spool holder. I know it won't finish in time probably, but that's what we're gonna do. That's the plan at least. And there's that lampshade again. I wonder why they're showing like multicolor. Like it looks like the marketing is making it look like it's printing, but it's multicolor. They should probably stop doing that kind of thing. I do really love the design of this thing. Like, look how nice and just polished that is. Like, they really thought about it. There's so much attention to detail and all the little designy bits. And printers have come a long way. They really have. If this machine was made even 2-3 years ago, it would be just extrusions and wires. That's what it would be. So, very nice. Yep, it has input shaper, one-tap calibration. Yep, we're going to do all of that. Here's just a bigger picture of the cooling. Just some more examples of printing. That's a pretty cool view there, isn't it? Dual motors and rails. Or rods, excuse me, not rails, rods. All right, I think that's it. Yep, I think we've looped around. All right, so I have a pretty good gist on how do we escape this. There we go. I have a pretty good gist on what this is. And guys, as per usual, if you do like what you're seeing and you do want to buy one, if you want to support the channel, please use the affiliate links down below. Obviously, you guys all know how they work by now. It just directs you to go here, but I get a very small cut of the sale if you do end up buying it. And obviously, I would really appreciate the support. Let's see what you guys are saying now. If I had a son, I was going to name him Jackson. Fair play, fair play. It's a cut down clipper though. It is, but it's here's why they do it, okay? And I'm not speaking this like from their side. I don't know what their actual thing is, but here's why it's a good idea to cut it down to some degree. Because if they just gave it to you how it is and you would go in and hit update, it would destroy their setup. Because they have really specific hardware they have to kind of cut it down so that it works with that hardware, and that way they have control over the updates that are over the air, right? The other cool part about how Creality does it is we do get them over the air, over Wi-Fi, and we don't have to plug things in. Some machines come out here and they make you literally use the freaking chip itself to upgrade it with an SD card, and then they make you flip the machine over and put in a USB. You know what I mean? They go crazy. This does it over the air, so they have to do it that way because Klipper was never meant to do this. Like, I think this is the best way, the best foot forward is unlock it, give us access to it, let us mess with it, but definitely make sure that the tool head board gets the right Klipper, the screen gets the right Klipper, the main board gets the right Klipper. You know what I mean? If they didn't do that, the update would break the machine. So, hey John, how you doing? Jackson Faxon sounds like a superhero for sure, for sure, or someone that like really loves fax machines. I want to put Klipper on my Ender 3 Pro. You can, very easy. You can do a one of these Big Tree Tech SK1, not SK1. Wow, names. CB1, one of the CB1 boards, very inexpensive, very easy to add Klipper on, and they would work perfectly for the Ender 3. Or you can get, you know, a tablet type thing like the Big Tree Tech, you know, one of these, what are they called, Pad 7, or because you are on a Creality machine, you could always get Creality's, you know, not speeder pad, Sonic pad, and that would be a one-touch thing. That would be pretty easy to do. So the black mug has a special feature. It can hold other liquids like from the cook. True. I think when this gets on the market officially in commerce, the price will be nice. I mean, it is in stock. It is official. Like, this thing is out. You can buy it right now. 3 years ago? Oh, yeah. 3 years ago, this would be... Yeah, this would be the price of a used car, for sure. 51 in the chat, 15 likes. What's up with that? Come on, help me out. FDM printers are advancing like PCs. Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'm curious if their AMS will work with Klipper properly. Yes, me too, but all of their machines run Klipper. Like, all of their modern machines run Klipper. So, it will. It will. And I'm sure people are going to be able to hack it to work with other stuff. Minder 3 is on Pi. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's good. Pi's are cool. Hey, nice. Thank you very much, Chili Willies. Chili Wills. Appreciate it, man. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Very kind. Hey, Iceman. What's up, what's up, what's up? My music die? Why? It did. You guys still hear me? Am I still with you? That was weird. My Winamp, like, stopped playing, which I've never seen before. Anyway, alright, so we did the marketing. Why don't we just unbox this thing? What do you guys think? Let me make sure I still have everybody. No skip frames. Everything's good. 30 frames per second. Okay. I don't know. Maybe my YouTube thing had a hiccup or something. All right, let's do it. Okay, that means we're good. All right, so I got 2 boxes here. This looks like Filament because it says Hyper PLA on here somewhere. So we'll open that after the machine is ready, but we'll do that. We got you. Okay, cool. Yep, you are loud. Yes, that's good. That's good. I like loud. Just open the box already. Relax, Matt. Relax. There's a system to this. There's a system. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I always like to see what they're telling us in marketing, and you know, obviously chat with you guys. It's way more fun than just me standing here talking to a camera. So, you know, it's a live stream. It's a live stream. I'm gonna be chatty, but I'm obviously gonna show you the machine as well. All right, let's do it. So I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be really, really, really similar to the Ender 3 V3 in terms of the unboxing experience. We have our rule book, as I like to call it, with some stickers. Yes, this is the best part of the whole thing. We got our classic Creality side cutters. You're good. Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate that. There we go. Did you have a special unboxing knife? I do. I actually didn't use it today for whatever reason. I didn't reach a couple inches over. I've been using this X-Acto for unboxings since the first unboxing that I've ever done. apparently, except for this one. Then we have our declogger, which is actually a really good tool. Anything outstanding about this unit? It is just solid. It's a really good package, and the fact that it's 300 by 300 by 330 means it's huge. So the reason why I wanted to check this out is because I want to see if they match the performance of the smaller Ender 3v3. Then I really enjoy the Ender 3v3, like I've been saying earlier. So that's kind of the goal with this one, is can this thing keep up with that? And if it can, in my opinion, it would totally replace that machine for me personally. Just because you'd be able to do a lot more with this one. So here's our little stabilizer bars, and they are actually specific. They're unique. They have a different cutout on each one right here. This one has a clip with a sticker on it that says outward. I thought these would have been like a generic thing like every other machine does, but no. And they're nicely labeled at the top here, left and right. Any acupuncture needles? I don't know yet. We'll see. Typically they do, but they might not because they gave that declogger unit. All right, so just like in the other one, you get some lubrication, which is fantastic. You do get a toolkit, and you get this really nice nozzle wrench. I actually kept the nozzle wrench on my tool thing right over there just because it was good. We have a USB drive. I don't think we will need it, but I'll check it out if we do. And a whole bunch of miscellaneous hardware, which I will keep out because I'm sure we'll need it. Hashtag the lube. That's right. Can you log into it and send a print file to it and start the print, or do you have to root it? I do not have to root it. I'm just going to log in, let it do its thing, see if there's an update, calibrate, and go from there. Here is their filament spool pre-tensioner that kind of helps while the printer is homing, because it homes at the top, to not have random bits of filament kind of go all over the place. And my other unit was such an early unit that this whole thing was 3D printed. They have since then made this an actual plastic. All right, here we have the screen. This is another hopeful thing that I have, is the original. The screen was actually kind of loosely installed on it, and if you ever touched it or nicked it, it would just kind of like pop up out of place. So hopefully this one is a little bit better. We have a power cable. I will need that. You know what? I'll actually keep it in there because I have one already plugged in and waiting. All right, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to put this on the floor. Yes, I'm gonna put this on the floor and put the printer on the desk. All right, so here we have our entire top unit. So just like the previous one. Let me see if I can loosen this just a little bit so I can move the camera up. There we go. All right, so yeah, so here is the entire main system here, and looks like, unlike the smaller machine, these little what would we call these little wings, little eyelets for the stabilizer are actually molded into it. So they're not just bolt-ons, they're actually molded in. That's fantastic. Yeah, so everything looks about the same. We got some big old stepper motors because this thing's going to be going fast and far, so that's also nice. Yeah, big thick rods right over here. Big old PTFE, they'll go right in there. Very cool. Here's that secondary fan, second auxiliary fan, which is very nice. And our pretty cool Core XZ system with some springs on the bottom, so it never drops, and technically it won't. Mine has never. But yeah, very clean looking. And of course we have the Creality logo that lights up, which I thought was a cool idea. They should bring that to the K1 as well. So yeah, let me set this down and get the bottom of the machine out and go from there. Hey David, what's going on? Hey JP. Giuseppe, what's up, what's up? Hey Zoomy, what's going on? 3D and T. Creality peeps. Anyway, here, yeah, someone up top. Hey, Mr. Ed. If you scroll to the top of the chat, let's see, was it? Oh, I didn't even see this. Jeff, I didn't even see this message earlier. You ordered the door on Velta. Nice. They first of all, from FiSec. FiSec has a door on Velta kit? Man, they have a lot coming out, those guys. So that's pretty cool. Hey, nice. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, 3D. That's awesome. Thank you. Guys, if you just received a membership from 3D and T, please make sure you send your thanks. Big ol' rod. You like that one, Will? I'm going to do the contest and smash the like button. Yep, please do. I love the plus and Fedor's channel. Nice. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, let's keep her moving. Looks like we do have one of those smaller samples of filament, little spools. I like these so much more than just a little bit because you can actually use this to make a print. So thanks, Creality, for thinking of us and doing that. Let's see, how does this machine come out of here? Oh, okay, so there's a bunch of separate pieces. And that should be all of them. Let me set this to the side. There's so many different A1 mini holders for the AMS unit. Can you tell me which one you printed? I don't know off the top of my head which one specifically, but if you do go to that one short that I did, it's in the comments. Like, people ask all the time for all the things that I print. I usually just reply to them in the comments. But right now I can't tell you exactly. But it's definitely on Maker World. I know that might not help, but it was just one of the first ones I found on Maker World, to be honest. Nice. This has quite the heft to it. I guess I just don't remember from the other one, but as it should be. The whole thing is a solid chunk of metal. All right, let me drop this all down there. Put this back so that it's not in my way. There we go. This can go on top. All right. There we go. All right, let me get my handy dandy Hodo. Hey, David. I think due to the size, the poor design of the filament holder would be more noticeable. Yes, that's what I was mentioning. One of my main concerns is that spool holder just doesn't work for a lot of different situations. I think it's as big of a sin on these machines to put that spool holder on the side like that as it is to put them on the back of a Core XY machine. So, but I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll find out. Hey, look at that. Every channel on social media is not mine. 3D print and tease. That's cool. Sharing that love. All right, so look at this big old bed. So I'm not sure this is double-sided just because there's no writing on this side. But this side we have a really fine texture. Let's see if I can give you an example. No, this one's pretty fine too. All right, which ones are more coarse? Let's see. What about the older Creality one? No, the older Creality one's very similar. And I do have a ton of these things. Let's see if one of these will do it. No, I guess not. But anyway, I guess I'll miss my point on that one. But it does feel very, very fine. So the texture on this is not very coarse. And look how even it is in comparison to some of these. So that's good. We have our standard alignment on the back there. Very nice cable management. There we go. Nice and bolted in off to the side, which is great. That means when this thing goes all the way back, it doesn't just poke. It doesn't just poke whatever is in here. It goes off to the side, so that's nice. It does overhang quite a bit, but I guess that's expected on a massive bed slinger like this. So you're definitely not buying a 300 by 300 bed slinger to save space, right? Because if you are, well, you just shouldn't. All right, let's get this guy on there just for funsies. Actually, that's probably a mistake considering I have to put on the whole top, but that's okay. I'm already committed to the mistake. So we will just keep it going. All right, so once we plug in, the reason why I kind of want to check this out is I'm interested to see if they fix the mounting on this. So the way this mounts is there's just some grooves. Come on. There's just some grooves. You kind of put those in and it drops down. So let's see if they fix that here. Drop in, down, big click. Okay, so yes, it is fixed on this machine over the Ender 3 V3. So that's nice. If anyone has either seen the V3 or has the V3, like I said before, this thing is very loose on it. My shelf is 24 inches. I'm guessing you mean width. 24. So if this thing is all the way back, 24 would be, no, you'd need 25 at least. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I'll put it to the edge of this. That's right there. So with the bed all the way back, the cable is at 24. So there you go. You have exactly 24 with the bed all the way back. So I guess that answers your question. Yes, it would fit. Also, much to my surprise, look how tiny this little gear is. Look at this little guy. It's tiny. It's smaller than my fingertip. That is way smaller than I expected. Usually Creality uses larger ones, but I guess because there's two motors here, they're able to do it that way. That's kind of interesting. Way smaller than I expected. All right, so looks like, just like the other one, we will have to get under it. Oh, and actually, now that I'm under here, these feet are very soft. Like they're almost gummy soft, which is nice. This rear motor has some kind of little shroud around it. The front one does not, but the rear one does. Very nice. We don't need to open this because this uses the same hardware as the other machine, so there's no point. If you guys are interested in that, there's a lot of information about that out there. Love you. Love you too. And nothing can be in front of it because it extends way beyond the front. Yes. Yes, it does. Yeah, quite a bit actually. If you want a measurement of how far in inches, it goes about 2.5 inches. Maybe we can just say 3 to be safe. It goes 3 inches past the front. So not too crazy, but yeah, it definitely goes past the front. Once again, this is a pretty large machine. All right, so this is one of my favorite parts about these things, is just how easy this part is. So we'll just kind of sling it over there and it just sits and that's it. Also, the other thing that I wanted to mention is, you know, we've been unboxing a whole bunch of different machines here and a lot of Core XY machines. And because Core XY machines come in a box, the boxes are super large. And you got to think about that. This box is actually, I would say, smaller than what a CR10 would have come in. Like, this thing is a pretty small box. I've had much smaller machines come in boxes bigger than that. So they're definitely thinking about that. They're thinking about the logistics of it, packing, all that. There's definitely a lot more logic and thinking and design that goes into these machines nowadays, which is really cool to see. This industry is just growing so much. Only difference is 2i motors. I kind of want to see what the gearing is. No, the gearing is definitely larger, much larger on the Ender 3. I can't take the camera over there, but man, it's all plugged in. The Ender 3 V3 has a significantly larger gear on the back. Both of these are very small gears, and obviously 2 motors, so there's definitely that on there. I can't wait to be able to afford an X1. I don't think you necessarily need one. I don't think you need one. Like, I have one, and the performance is great, don't get me wrong, but you definitely don't need one. You want one. You want one. It's like wanting a Porsche. It's like wanting a Ferrari. I totally understand. They're fantastic. But there's definitely other ways to get to that speed if you wanted to. Also, don't discount the P1P, the P1X, the A1 Mini. The A1 Mini has really surprised me. Like, I'm gonna have to make a more dedicated video for that machine. All right, let's get out all this hardware and let's see if I can do this without getting the instructions. Okay, this is cool. Check this out, guys. I was just about to say about the instructions, but all the hardware is the same size. So that's great. Outside of these clips and figuring out where these go, which I kind of have an idea. How cool is that? That's such a great design idea and makes it so much user-friendly, more user-friendly. The P1S is a great value. Yeah, I agree. I just got the 4 Max. Gave up on my Cobra 2. Now looking at this. I never had any of the Cobra stuff, so I can't really say much about it. What size is this and why is it loose on here? It's kind of odd. Let's see, what size is it? Yeah, it should be this size. I think after all of these builds, after all of these machines, after all of these projects that I've been doing with all of my hardware, I think all of my hardware is finally just, not hardware, all of my tools are just, you know, being used. They're all used up. Cobra Max, Cobra 2 owner here, not a fan. Yeah, never got those machines. I have 2 P1S combos, but I want to print larger things. Yeah, that's where this kind of thing plays a big role, I think, as well. Especially when whenever their color units are going to come in, and you'll be able to have them. All right, let's put these in first, and then we'll go from the bottom. Oh wow, that like installed itself. That's nice. Oh yeah, this my bit must be just completely out. And I don't have any more down here. Let's see if this will work. I don't think so. I think I need to get some new bits. And I have some more like in the garage, but I don't want to go all the way out there. All right, you know what we'll do? We'll go manual for today. Hodo, take a breather. You have built so many machines with me. I can't be mad at you at all. My dearest Hodo tool. All right, we're gonna go manual on this, which is no big deal. That extra 50mm is so much more. Oh, for the top, yeah. Because of you, I bought an Aquila 2 years ago. Just traded it for a P1S, waiting to see the speed of the V3 Plus. Oh, nice, Matt. Cool. I'm glad I was able to feed an addiction, or if not feed, then start. And cool that you're still here and here supporting me in the live stream. I really appreciate it. I really do. So thank you. Hodo, sweet Hodo. Oh, the P1S instead of the X. Yeah, the X1 is really just, it's the top tier machine. Like, you could want one for sure, but you definitely don't need one. There's plenty out there, even in Bamboo's own camp, that will do you real well. But you know, I don't want to downplay how good it's been. Like, it is a fantastic machine. There's no doubt, no doubt. All right, so I just put in some hardware, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the front right here. We are just gonna plug this in just because I'm here and this plug is chilling right here. This stuff we'll do after. All right, let's spin it around to the other side. You know what, let's go this way this time. And also, let's talk about how much easier this machine is just to handle around because of its shape and its openness. That plays a role for sure. You know, it's the style of machine is still holding on. Definitely still holding on. All right, and I just peeked at the at the little window for the power supply, and it's set to 115, so we're good there. I'm just plugging in the motor right over here. There's another motor plug, and one of these little plugs that's either for, is there LEDs? No, no LEDs. I think the LEDs are in the tool head. Let's plug that in. Tricky little plug. Let me just double check it to make sure I'm not bending anything. There we go. All right, plug is in. Nice and easy. All right, so we got 2 on the bottom, 2 on the front. I have 4 more pieces of hardware, and that must be for these guys. So let's figure them out. So there is a right and a left. This says right and that says right. So that's pretty easy. The question I have is, do you put this on the inside or outside? I'm thinking on the outside. Yeah, let's get this left one on there just because I'm here right now. Yeah, because this level's right over here. So this has to go on the outside here. All right, let's see how they did this part. I'm just going to put in the bottom one. No LEDs, just accent LED. Okay. The base being built is nice compared to the ETH-Bro. So grab, yeah. This is definitely a nice base on the bottom here. All right, so I'm just going to put the bottom LED, one in. Oh, okay, they're sized already perfectly, so you don't have to adjust them, which is also a smart move on their part, because then someone has less chance of messing this part up. And it's probably important, you know, pretty important part. All right, stabilizer bar. All right, so let's see if I could just tighten that just a bit more. There we go. And this one, there we go. All right, let's go to this side now. Yeah, those feet are super sticky and rubbery. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I could mess it up. Andre, come on, man. You got this, bro. This side outwards. Okay, the little stickers help a lot. That's cool. Yeah, you know what, Andre? You know what? You might mess it up. You might mess it up. But yeah, the assembly of machines has become so easy. If you buy a Core XY machine that's boxed in, you're essentially unboxing it, and you're taking things out of it because they package everything inside of it. On these machines, you're no longer putting together extrusions. You don't need a manual. You don't need to be an engineer to put together one of these things. They're really, or maybe even have already become a household item, like or appliance level type of thing. All right, so now I'm just going through the wiring here, and so far there was an arrow here, and it lined up with this arrow. Now we're looking at the tool head wiring here. That looks like it just plugs in, and sure does. This little clip, let me show you guys. There we go. This little clip. Oh, it tells there's stickers on there. Yep. When fixing the tie, the lock buckle is facing down. All right. So we're doing this. This is called lock buckle. Is that a place for a zip tie? Because that would be cool. Or maybe no. Nope. It's for this. All right. So this just clicks in. Let's see. Yep. Boom. I think I was supposed to put a zip tie in there, but we'll see. So that's that, and that keeps it going towards the back. And then what do we do with this funky stuff here? Was this supposed to go on the outside? I bet it was. All right, let me try to undo that. I think this plug, which is very easy to plug in. Let's see how easy it is to unplug. Not quite as easy. There we go. I think this has to go on the outside of this. And that way it'll help keep it away from prints. And if that's the case, this should go that way too, I think. Let's see. It won't go in the way there. It won't get in the way here, but no, this would be better on the inside. All right, we'll figure this one out. It's easy to undo. It's just a cable. But my gut feeling is this, and you guys know how I feel about these manuals. All right, let's see what other things it says. This says, get to the back positioning. Get the blank of the black positioning label of the flexible flat cable FFC stuck to the line claw. Wild. What? That's what this thing says. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But one thing I did do is I didn't tie this very well. Like, it's all... I didn't straighten it very well is what I was trying to say. So once again, we're going to take this out. Let me unwind it a bit. I really don't want to do them. I really don't want to look at the manual. I'm not gonna either. You guys can argue with me. I'll take it. Okay, so I don't know. Oh, okay, now I know. Now I know. This is supposed to go with this. I get it. I get it. Okay. Last time, I swear. No habble jibber jabber. Loincloth. English. Yeah, there's always some English. There's a clip on the filament runout sensor. Yes, there is. But I think what they mean is they included these clips that are in there, and they want you to clip it right here. Oh, it's out of the frame. I'll show you in a second. Let me just finish this part. Here we go. Click. What they mean by this is, well, let me knock over everything on my desk. So there's these three things right here, and they've included these three clips. So here's what they mean. As long as I can take this out, here we go. This goes on the PTFE tube, on the PTFE tube, on the PTFE tube. That goes back in, and now this one goes literally on this thing. This one goes right here, literally on this thing. And this one goes right here, on this thing. Yep, that's what they wanted, right here. I guess it's just neater cable management like this. And then this one lines up right here, which it does, right there. And this guy can get plugged in right here. Let's see where the plug is. It's on the side. Nice, cool, that works. Very neat, actually. Very clean, very neat. There's actually room for more like this. Huh. Yeah, there's like one more. So if this is here, let's see, if I put this all the way to the top, does it get in the way? It gets a little funky. This definitely gets funky. You know what we'll do? I'm gonna make the call. I'm gonna make this thing, I'm gonna put it on the outside of this bar. Like this. And if that's wrong, now we know an easy way to put it back in with the bar. But this way, nothing binds. Okay, yeah. There we go. All right, cable management done. Everything's done. I think we are ready to plug this sucker in. And let me just see if I can find a way to have it all in frame, because it doesn't look as big as it actually is. Like, the thing is freaking massive. There we go. The only thing we have left is this guy. And as unfortunate as this design is, it goes there. And then this wild thing, once you have filament on, goes like this. This part I definitely don't like. Everything else, very cool so far. All right, let me catch up with the chat. I know you guys have been chatting it up. I saw it in the corner of my eye. Nice. Printer Prawn, what's going on, man? Oh, I would break that. Eric just says, what? Love your videos. Thank you, Riz. I love you watching my videos, I think. Sal, it's not good. I missed which part you're referring to, but so far so good. You have to change the voltage. So I looked, and there is a sticker telling you to look this way, but it's already set to 110. CRK10 model. I don't know that model in particular, but like I was saying earlier, this kind of replaces their CR10 as far as I understand, because there's no need for a CR10 anymore if we're gonna have this 300 by 300 version. And I don't think these should go much bigger, because they get a little funky when they're big like that. I do have several 400 by 400 machines, but they're just slow and lumbering. Oh man, Ultimate Aquila when? One day I'll get back to it, man. I still have the Ultimate Aquila. It is in the very back corner of that room. So I still have it. I still have parts just sitting there kind of waiting to the side, but it just hasn't clicked or hasn't hit. Hey Martin. But yeah, you're right. At some point there probably should be an answer to what you do with an Aquila if you have one nowadays and you're seeing all these machines out. What do you do? There's probably an answer. It's not good to suspend this cable. This cable? Why not? It says the tie should be fixed to the thicker part of the nozzle line. Okay, that was this. Yep, we got that. Why not? Otherwise, it'll hang down where the parts are. When the bed goes, like, if it goes back and forth and this thing is hanging, it'll snag. Sal. You should do a video on how to get Octoprint. I did. I think I have several videos for Octoprint. But Octoprint, for me personally, I know some people really like it. For me personally, it feels outdated now. Now the Clipper is out. Me personally, I would never go the Octoprint route knowing that Clipper exists. For me, Clipper just kind of replaces it entirely. The Sprinter reminds me of Anycubic Megas. Maybe, but this is different because of the core XZ structure and the fact that it just uses the two motors for both up and down movement and left and right, which means that there's no more lead screws, which means that this thing is completely belt driven, including linear motion everywhere. Does this have like almost an unfortunate amount of play in it, but I don't know if that'll play a role with all of the electronics that are in there. All right, let's get this thing on. How does the automatic belt tensioner work? It is just it is just springs. I can show you briefly before I have a plug in there. So it is just a spring. There we go. It is just a spring-loaded mechanism. So I can't even put enough tension on it to move it. Yeah, there's plenty of tension on them, but they have give. So yeah, these are just like, they're kind of like rocker. Whoops, sorry guys. They're kind of like rockers. So whenever it needs more tension, it just uses a spring to put it there. It's kind of smart, but also very simple. The black sticker should be clipped to the filament runout sensor. The black sticker should be clipped. The black sticker should be clipped to the filament runout sensor. It is measured to have the cable lines up correctly. Just advice. Hold on. Let me try to understand. Let me try to understand your advice. I'm gonna give you full brain. Okay, so each one of these things are clipped to the cable. Okay. This guy, filament runout sensor, is plugged in. Oh, you're saying this has to be plugged in here. Right here. That's what you're saying? No, it's not thick enough. It needs to be this one. Yeah, it needs to be that. And this is the perfect distance. Yeah, okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah, that's fine. All good. All good in the hood. Thank you. It should be interesting for this machine to use linear rails, XY axis, same as CR10 SE. Yes, that's true. Yes. And I have the CR10 SE right over there, except it uses, the CR10 SE uses linear rails. This uses linear rods everywhere. But these are also very large linear rods, which is awesome. All right, let's plug this thing in and let's get it to do its dance that it normally does. Let's see which cable we're gonna use. I wonder if this will reach. Of course it doesn't. Let me see if I can reach it through my grommet over here. Maybe we're gonna have to move the machine closer. Okay, there we go. That's maximum tension. Let me move my Voron out of the way a little bit, and then I'll give us more room. There we go. All right, camera, come on back. All right, that's maxed out right there. Maybe I'll lean it a little bit this way just to give it a little more. All right, let's turn it on. Well, assembly was extraordinarily easy, so that's fun. Are we plugged in? Yep, power's on. Caress that like button. You know what? I don't see this turn on. Usually this is fast. I wonder if what I saw wasn't correct in the power supply. So let me check it. It says 230 to the left, 115 to the right. Let me take a look at that again, because like I said, I thought I saw it, but I could be wrong. Oh wow, I was wrong. It was a 230. See? So that's another thing. If you guys turn your machines on and it doesn't boot up, that's usually what the problem is. I thought I saw it to the other side. I even said it when I looked through it. My bad, everybody. There we go. Monster's looking awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, Zumi, you did a fantastic job. That thing looks great. Do you have a video on how to disconnect the Wi-Fi from your Raspberry Pi? No, I do not. I'm not even sure what you mean. Disconnect the Wi-Fi from your Raspberry Pi. I'm not sure. No, I don't. To answer your question, no, I do not have a video on that. Look at the filament runout sensor under the plug. There is a cable clip. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. There is. That was a hidden one. So that means this goes up here, and this one goes like this. That's wild. Why? That's kind of crazy, actually. Let's get this disconnected and reconnected. I'll show you guys in 1 second. Wow, that's very unexpected. And I guess this is all static. It doesn't need to move. Thanks for that pro tip. I'm just trying to make sure this is not all scrunched up and weird. It's going to get in the way of the filament, I feel like, because it kind of does on the other machine. All right, I know this isn't like an ideal view here. Here we go. But yeah, so here's how I have it at the moment. Thank you, by the way, 3D, for trying to get it through to me. I could be a little dense sometimes. But yeah, there is a clip right here, which is totally hidden. Like, it just blends in so well into the mechanism, it's very hard to see. But yeah, there's a clip right there. Now this sticker's there. This sticker's on this one. This sticker's on this one. This sticker's on this one. It all now makes sense. There's a sticker for where they want you to plug this thing in. So I think now, I think now after all that, we should be in the right direction. This thing is so large, I have to move the camera like all the way as far as it goes on my table, just so that it fits. Will we be able to achieve the same speed as the K1 Max? Yes. Yep. Yeah, this will have this will match the K1 Max's speed. The hot uncover is calling for a Nomi, right? Nomi's so fun. All right, let's get this thing started and let's get this thing calibrated. I have read the policy. Look, see, read it. I'm just really good with it. Let me turn this to the side. Oh, here we go. I'll block it from view so I can get my Wi-Fi in there. Let's see. Numbers, please. And I'm sure there's an update. So let's get this thing on Wi-Fi. All right, we got it. 228 is the number that I'm looking for. Hit next. All right. Time is what? Eastern. 228. Let me get that on here real quick. 192.168.228. And we should see fluid. Oh, right. We need wow, I haven't done a Creality machine in a little while. Hold on, let me open a new tab and remember the convention. So it's colon 448. Aha. All right, that should be our machine. There we go. All right, so it does give you fluid access right away, which is fantastic. you already knew. Hey, Papa's here. What's up? Looks like your first 3D burn. Matt, I think this is machine 65 or 66. Yes, Andre. It is. It's the same. This will be as fast. Start detecting. So it's gonna do its whole thing. I'm sure it's gonna be super loud. We have noise canceling on, so we should be good. Earphone warning. Do you know any printers that have a camera on them? The majority of modern machines, mine is this, have cameras integrated. Even inexpensive machines like the Bamboo A1 Mini, for example. And now that the price of the Bamboo A1 Mini, well, at least currently, is $200, it's so difficult not to recommend it. That's the one now. Like, it was the Ender 3 V3 SE, and now, about what, 6 or so months later, it's the Bamboo. It just is. Unfortunately, bed slingers don't work in my living space. I have the K1C, and it's been all right so far. I need to shim the bed. Yeah, you're right. They don't work in some spaces. They worked in all of our spaces when that's all we had. But now that we have other style machines, you're right. There it goes. It's homing at the top. Let's get this. Just gonna leave it down there for now. It's just gonna end up tangling somewhere or something. So it's using all these sensors on the bed to do all kinds of probing, which is really cool. You should make a video on how to make your own 3D printer filament machine. I have thought about that for sure. Oh, I know you know. I'm just reiterating for those that might read that and think it's literal. You know how, Matt, you know how the internet is. I'm curious how the Creality will adapt the CFS multicolor module to this printer. Very easily, because they use Clipper. Their CFS is also going to use Clipper, and it's going to make it really easy for them to do this type of thing. The only thing that I don't fully grasp how they're going to do is cutting of the filament. I'm guessing they're just not. They're just going to be old school pulling the filament out. And then I'm guessing purging and flicking. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I do know that if they set it up on one of their machines that runs Clipper, they should be able to set it up on all of their machines that run Clipper. That highly depends on the machine. Not every machine supports this. I know some earlier Clipper machines do not support this, and they require like different power modules, because when Clipper loses power, it doesn't know where the steppers are anymore. And also non-closed loop steppers just lose, their steps. They don't know, so it's up to the firmware. So it depends on the printer to have that setting. So I can't answer. Cough, cough, cough. Under gantry support. Cough, cough, cough. Under gantry support. Under. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too far between the lines. I'm just gonna leave that thing alone. It's fine. It really bothers me when people use the term bed slinger like it's an insult. There's also a lot of new folks that are just into it, and it is easy to say bed slinger. It is. That's what I call them. They do sling the bed. Some people just don't understand that there's really high performance bed slingers. Actually, there's a machine called the Stinger, right? It's called the I think it's called a Stinger. This machine right here. I think FISEC has a kit. I want this so bad. This machine is faster than most Core XY machines, and it's a bed slinger. How can I show this? Here we go. That's a good view. This guy right here. This is an absolute monster. This is like an engineering example, and it's a bed slinger. So I think the people that are using bed slinger in some kind of weird derogatory way, they just don't know what they're talking about. It's just a different type, different style of machine, and because it was first, maybe they might, look down upon it or something. It's gonna break a lot of filament. It bends the Bowden tube like that every time it homes. The other one does that too, and I was really concerned as well, but it doesn't. It doesn't break, but that is the right thing to be concerned about. It is a strange thing. Oh my gosh, that's loud. I know you guys can't hear that, but it's doing a vibration compensation that's going crazy. Also, if there is an update on it, we might have to do this twice. Is Clipper better than Octoprint? So the way that Octoprint works is it's basically additional software that controls your printer's firmware, whereas Clipper is the firmware. So essentially, Clipper is like a more lightweight version of what Octoprint does. Octoprint just adds a layer on top of another layer. So it's just heavier, it's bulkier, it has all these plugins that you have to get it, installed to make it work and do stuff. It's just a little bit more old school. I'm not saying it's not capable, it is very capable, but Clipper, it just runs Clipper. There isn't double firmware and software installation. When you're running Clipper, everything on the machine is running Clipper. It's a little bit more lightweight. And this thing above me that you're seeing is what you're going to be looking at. It might at first look jarring, but this is how you get full control of your machine. And you definitely don't have to use this, but you have access to everything, which is really nice. Oh, YouTube, give me a Bamboo commercial right in the middle of the... I mean, if you go anywhere on Google right now and you type in Creality or Render, Bamboo is the first result. They have the marketing down. Run the cable under the gantry support. Under it. Under, like, underneath. I don't know what you mean, man. But that's okay. It's all right. It's working fine. It's totally gonna be good. I think it's fine. It's good. I definitely appreciate you trying to help. It seems okay. Does the A1 Mini have Clipper? No, they run a completely proprietary firmware that they developed themselves. In terms of features, it's almost exactly the same. It's just their own. It's just their own version of a very similar thing. Cartesian. Yes, but this is not Cartesian. Oh, you're saying the A1 Mini? Oh, the Stinger team. Yeah, yeah. Yes, they were. Yep. Yep. Yes. Exactly. That's literally what's happened. My ex-wife used to call me a bed slinger. Nice. Nice. I swore by Marlin and Octoper for years, but being able to update your settings in Clipper without recompiling converted me. Me too. That's exactly it. I held off for a while on jumping onto Clipper because it seemed overwhelming, but then when I started doing a bunch of custom stuff and having to constantly jump through hoops of either finding firmware that already existed and how I wanted it to be, or doing some weird compromise, or compiling myself, knowing that Clipper is just a matter of hitting save and restart, that was it for me. Is the base of this printer plastic or metal? It's all metal. All of this is metal. The Chad has arrived. Chad, oh, that's right. I didn't even notice. What's up, Chad? You haven't been in here in like a month, maybe more. I figured you got mad at a joke I made or something. All 3 ads tonight have been for Bamboo. It's because Creality is having a massive sale, so they've upped their game on ads by a lot. So today is all Bamboo, and today, tomorrow, and I guess for this whole week, Bamboo's going to be throwing ads everywhere. Nice. Are we at 100 likes, though? Probably not. Hey, look at this. Another 5. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Everyone that's getting a membership via 3D and T printing, please make sure you mention thank you. Even Chad became a member. It's Bamboo's 2nd anniversary too. That's right. And they are also having a fantastic sale. What is this membership? So YouTube now has memberships similar to how Patreon is. So you can essentially pay, I don't remember what, I think it's $4.99? I think it's $4.99 for a membership. And whoever the creator is that you're a member of gets to do special things. For example, on mine, if you're a member, you get a special section in Discord, so you can talk with just those members. Your title looks different in there as well, so you're recognized as supporting the channel. And also, when I put out videos, like full feature videos, not live streams or shorts, you usually get them at least 24 hours in advance from everybody, so you can communicate with me before everybody else. You can comment, chat, message, that type of thing. And what I'm going to start doing, starting with the next video, is giving more than 24 hours. I feel like 24 hours is not enough for some folks, just because I had over 200 members at one point on my last video, and I think only 36 people watched it early. And that's just not enough. So what I want to do is I want to at least double that. So I think I'm going to do 2 days of preview before it goes live on the channel. So there's some fun perks for becoming a member, and obviously you get to support yours truly, which I appreciate. I'm still trying to get my head around Clipper. One of the things I like about it is that you don't necessarily have to. You can just use the machine, and the fact that you can if you're using Orca Slicer, for example, you just add your IP address, and now everything's integrated into one, so that you don't have to go to your slicer and then your clipper interface. It's all like within the slicer, which I really, really enjoy. I think that's like the newest, coolest thing. Well, you know, thanks for the explanation, and you know, it's a part of life. I'm glad to have you back here, and you know, you got to do what you got to do. Out of foster care, man, that's rough. Well, I'm glad you're making better of a not good situation. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, that's right. I agree with all this. All right, so now it is finally doing leveling. What's it going to do? 4 corners? Yeah, I agree. Eric, I just printed like 100 cats. I mean, if you saw that, what's it called, the short that I posted. That was the latest thing I printed. Well, I wanted to kind of like overwhelm my daughter with them, because it's the end of the year, and you know, I think she's gonna like give some out to her friends. But she's also been trying to like sell things in front of the house, and I thought it'd be cool if there's a bunch of little 3D prints. So I'm gonna try to find a bunch of different ones, maybe some dogs and whatnot. But now that I have them in the machine, super easy to do for Toys for Tots. So crazy cat guy, yeah, yeah. They're just fun. I thought they were really cute and fun, and it was a nice way to, you know, test the AMS system. So nice. 4-wheel drive RC buggy. That's cool. Giuseppe. Nice. Like a lemonade stand, exactly. So she tries to do like bracelets, she all sorts of stuff. Everything but lemonade. So sometimes when I have 3D print stuff laying around, she tries to take it. So I this way I can provide. Right. Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't find dogs in the like really similar style, but I gotta find some. And yeah, mice would be fun. Do like a whole chase scene. Nice, Arthur. That's a cool project. It's incredible how the Z-axis moves up and down. Yeah, it really is. It's cool. It's you know, it's the Voron switch wire, but not direct copy. So for example, Soval with SV08, you know, took the 2.4 design by Voron and kind of just, yeah, they changed every piece a little bit, but it's very much a Voron looking machine. This is essentially a switch wire, which to be fair does start out with an Ender 3, but it's their version of the switch wire, which is really cool. You can put Dad 1.5 out there. She's supervised. Yeah, all I gotta do is throw a camera on there somewhere, and yeah, good to go. Oh, nice. Nice. Switchwire starts as a Prusa. I guess in a way. I guess in a way. I guess every Ender started as a Prusa, right? i3. What printer did you use to print the big benchy on the shelf? Oh, that's a good question. I think, oh, I remember. That was the Ultimate Aquila when I used the Ender extender, and I made it a 400 by 400 print bed slinger. Nice. I love seeing this thing populate with everything. So there's our print. There's our bed. Let's see if it went into, where is it? Where is it? Here it goes. Whoa, hey-o. It's 0.7 though. The range is 0.7 for such a big bed. Under 1 millimeter is pretty good. I know this looks crazy, but it's actually not that crazy. 0.7, okay. It's not 1.7, 0.7, not bad. Self-check completed. All right, and a new version is found, which means I'm going to do it because I don't want any issues on whatever shipped with it is. We're going to have to do that calibration again, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I think it's worth it, to be honest. Oh, you know what we should do in the meantime? We should open that one box. The filament box, see what filament came in there. This one a direct drive? Yes. Do you know any 3D printers that are big and good to print helmets? Something like this. Could definitely do helmets for you. I mean, anything in 300 by 300, you know, realm can do helmets nowadays. It depends on your budget, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. That's literally what I had in my head, the Tom and Jerry scene. Right, right. Exactly. Yeah, it does. I'm guessing because just the bed is larger, there's more points. Bed like a half pipe. Right? Hey, Maker Viking, how you doing? I always calibrate 3 times before each print. I don't. I typically do 1, but you know, there's no harm in it. You'd rather do the print 1 time than several, so I get it. Outstanding. It's kind of a pun. Hey, Frank. No, this is the V3 Plus. All right, let's see what's in here. It says Hyper PLA, so it's obviously Hyper PLA. But let's see what they gave us. And it looks like it's installing. It's in the middle of installing the firmware. It's already downloaded. All right, so we got 2 blue Hyper PLAs. I wonder why. I'll take it, but I wonder why. That box down there. I do have some other fun filament that came in to check out. I got some bamboo filament. Obviously, I'm not going to use bamboo filament for this. I'll use them for other bamboos. But we did get some other Hyper PLAs, looks like. And then this. What was this? Okay, so this is called Conjure by... and the color's Chameleon Purple Blue. And this is by Chitu. So the same company that makes the slicer for the Chitu slicer for resin machines. They are now making filament, and this is a gorgeous looking filament with sparkles and silk looking. So I'm thinking we should try this. I am worried though if we should try this on this machine going this fast. I'm not sure it's going to be a good idea. After the upgrade, please recalibrate before starting the printing task. Okay, we'll do it. Input shaping, auto leveling, do it. Go. It says 11 minutes. We'll do it. We'll do a full reboot and then we'll print. Why do they call it Hyper PLA? So because these machines have been printing so fast and just trying to go as fast as possible, Hyper PLA melts at a slightly lower temperature. or some formulation of it, and it just means that it's a little bit easier to print faster. It cools a little bit faster, it melts a little bit faster, so on and so forth. So they have their own Hyper PLA line, and everything pretty much does it. That doesn't look like an A-net. A Surge. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Yep, I agree. I agree. Smart man right here. Measure thrice, print once. Nice. Do you have the Prusa 3D printer? I do not. Prusa is probably the only manufacturer. Well, it's definitely not the only manufacturer, but it's one of a few handful of manufacturers that hasn't ever replied back to me about working with me in any way. Nira's Evelson S1 is nuts of a printer. Yeah, that thing is just an absolute behemoth unit. It's another company where I've been trying really hard to get in touch with, but no luck. I ended up ordering 10 rolls of 3D Max, and yes, I used your code. Nice, we'll be here Saturday. Awesome. Yeah, it's a great idea to buy them in bulk like that because it's very inexpensive. It is right there. Oh, it's behind him right now with a fire extinguisher. That's another one of those projects that I really want to do, but I did start that the multi-tool head printer, the tool changer, so I'm going to finish that first. What if you measuring correctly, though, thrice? Well, then you're going to have a measuring party, because you're going to be doing it again. So it's still a meme? Yes, it's still a meme. That's funny. I do have a more cool filament that was sent. For example, I have this Sunlu filament that we could also go with. And this might be better, I don't know. So this is called Twinkling Blue. And this is a really neat one as well. It's like a transparent, translucent blue with sparkles in it. So that could be cool. You guys let me know which one we should do. They're both pretty fun. I'm not expecting them to be super high performance for fast printing. So when we print that really fast benchy, it might not be like the prettiest thing in the world, if that makes sense, because this is not Hyper PLA. So this is kind of like a silky chameleon looking blue, and this one, can you see it through the side here? Not as much. And this is like a translucent light blue with sparkles in it. Which one do you guys think? So Twinkling, Sunlu Twinkling, or the brand new brand Conjure by Chitu Systems. So Conjure or Twinkling? Let me know, guys, in the comments. That is pretty cool that Chitu Systems is doing other stuff like outside of you know, software. It's kind of neat. Translucent. That's good. I like that. There are, but they're still really early, and you have to send them off to like to get sintered. Yes, I agree. I agree. And I mean, I just got bamboo for the first time in a few months, you know. So yeah, I'm a little behind in that sense. Sunlu. Conjure, so it's more unknown. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I agree. YOLO. All right, we got another Sunlu, another Conjure. So we got 4-2. What are we printing? We're probably going to do a benchy first and then a new spool holder. Conjure. So we got 4 and 3. I love a whole set of color shift filaments, but they're always so much more money. They are, yeah. Ice cream. That's a good one. Blue. They're both blue. Conjure. I think they're dead even at this point. Conjure, why not? You can only break a hot end once. Yes. Yeah, I mean, both of these are... This one has literal glitter in it. And we all know how much glitter loves hot ends. And this one is not necessarily an unknown brand, but unknown for Filament. And also has glitter in it. But it's also silk, which is a double whammy, isn't it? The blue one then. Easy 3'd. Yes. I'm glad you're back, Chad. Easy 3'd. Hey Luke, how you doing, man? How are you? Conjure? PTG. No. Glittery silk. Go for it. Silk. Alright. Alright, I think the Conjure has won. So if those who haven't voted yet, we have Conjure, which is by Chitu Systems. This is kind of like a silky, glittery chameleon blue. Or this Sunlu Twinkling, which is like a translucent, see-through almost blue with physical glitter in it. So we got Twinkling or Conjure. So far, I think Conjure is winning. Do you know Uncle Jesse? I've met him before at a convention. I've said hi, but that's it. So I guess no. I don't actually know him. But he seems like a cool dude. Conjure? I think Conjure's winning. Conjure. Let's go Conjure up. Go with the red one. Nice. Alright, I'll save Sunlu for a different project then. But I'm definitely excited to use this one. They also sent me a black one of these to test as well. Alright, let's get this one open then. I think it has a reusable bag. It does. Am I ever going to reuse the bag? Probably not. Alright, so it has done its input shaping. I believe it's going to do its auto level. Then we'll do a reboot. And we should be able to do a send. Alright, we got this bag. I'm actually not even going to save it. I don't even know why I was careful with it. So we'll throw that over there. I will keep the desiccant though. You had me a chameleon. Conjure. In the next movie. Nice. Yes, Zumi. I do it all the time. And I'm like, ah, it was reusable, you know? It is what it is. It is a beautiful looking filament. Well, let's see. Let's force this thing. There we go. Yeah, it definitely like changes color. It's very shiny, and it almost looks like the outside of it is transparent. Actually, that's what it looks like definitely here. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is not what I thought it was. Let me see if I can cut this on an angle. Okay, this is a little bit crazier than they even stated themselves. I'll show you what I mean in a second. I know this is going to be a tiny piece. Let's see if it'll focus on my dirty fingers here. Come on, focus. 1, 2, 3. Come on, camera. Focus, camera. There we go. All right. So if you guys can see right there, the outside of it is transparent. And the inside of it is a glittery blue-purple. So this is one of those filaments where it's like 2 in 1. Yeah. So the outside is just transparent. And the inside, well, that's kind of wild. Yeah, that is cool looking. I didn't recognize that through the bag or through the description. There we go. You can easily see it right here, actually. Yeah, transparent outside. and shiny filament on the inside. Well, that'll be fun. PLA wrapped around PETG. It could be, but they would probably say it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you trying to get a diss track going? So the uncle dissed you because your channel is small? No, 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 no. Where'd you get that from? Nope, no one dissed me. Don't be starting rumors around here. Yep. And you hear that shh, yep. The last filament I got came with nozzle cleaning needle. They telling me it will clog. Yeah, they're like, hey, you know, we know once in a blue moon. I used that type of filament and it wasn't what I expected. What do you mean by that? You should make your own 3D print PLA machine. If anyone sees this, put a thumbs up if you agree. And you don't have wasting money for PLA. What do you mean by making PLA? So PET you could make out of soda bottles. That is definitely something that can be made, especially from an old Ender machine, which I have like a bunch of laying around. So that's doable. I think it's called a Recreator or something like that. But making PLA is actually somewhat difficult. Sam Prentice thinks he's a handsome young man. Sam Prentice, I'm wearing his shirt. He's also said that about me. And I have said that about Sam Prentice. Speak of the devil. I think the timing of my live streams means he's pretty much never going to be in the live streams because him being in the UK. But I have been in his live streams before. We say that about Federer 2.0. It doesn't really look special because when it's printed, the clear color part just blends together. It's still pretty though. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming is going to happen, but still really interesting. The print quality was off and the colors didn't blend well. All right, well, I'm in the UK and I'm here. Well, you're great. You're great. Thank you. Is that color changing silk PLA? I guess it's kind of color changing silk PLA. It says double layer co-extrusion PLA. So here's what I would say about this. Chameleon purple blue. Here's what I'm going to say about this, guys. I'm going to say the filament looks beautiful. But if the quality is wild, you know, we know why. This filament's not a hyper PLA. I get it. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, we want to see the quality of the machine. If this is anything like the small one, it's going to be able to print really, really well. I've been enjoying that one. So I do want to see what this filament is like. It's like knocking out two birds, one stone. And maybe it'll surprise all of us and print beautifully. I don't know. I don't know if anyone, I'm the first time I ever heard of this filament, so it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. But we are going to print a 14-minute benchy, so. Ah, there he is. Hey, Zach, I was just mentioning you were here like 4 p.m. like 5 hours before the stream. Yeah, Gryfang, right? Amazon is 40% off Conjure. Wow. Yeah, Marty. Yeah, me too. I think I got my first two filaments were black and green. And the green was like a lime green that I could never find again. I never matched the color perfectly. But the black was super glossy back then. All right, here we go. Our self-test has completed, which means we can now do a... first of all, let me grab the root just so that it's rooted. I have to wait 20 seconds. I'll do the root. We'll do a restart of the machine, and then we'll print. My first benchy was in silk. You're good. Yeah, because I only said those things because I printed one in silk during a test like this, and I had some people be upset at me. Sunlu's very fluorescent, lime green, that glows gnarly in the black light. Nice. Can be finicky. Yeah, anything glow in the dark or anything like that, or fluorescent typically is. All right, so now this should be rooted. Oh, look at that. They changed the password. It's Creality _ Ender3v3. I remember it was like Creality _ 2024 or something like that. So they changed the password to it. But all right, now the machine is rooted. And we did the self-check. We don't need to do any of this other stuff for now. All right, let's reboot it. And for that, I'm going to use this. We'll do save config and restart. There he goes. And yes, it's going to throw an error because it's quite literally off. All right, there we go. So everything should be saved and we should be good to go. Nice. All right, let's do it. Let us go to extrude and retract. And we're going to do extrude, so I'll let it heat up. Meanwhile, let's put it on this super funky, weird system here. Through the filament. All the way up. There we go, into the machine. Let's get this weird hook thing. Put it on there. I don't like that thing, but it is what it is. And then, let's see if I can get to this PTFE tube. Why is that so randomly difficult? There we go. Unlock. Oh, the filament is unlocked, so good thing I looked. Let's put that down in there. There we go. Close it. Let it do its thing. So it looks like they did test it with white filament. Oh, look at the filament there. Let me see if I can get you guys in there. That looks gorgeous, actually. I know it'll be hard to see in here. Let me get it off the direct light. And I will, what I'm going to do is, once it's done with this, I'll put it up to the screen so you guys can see it. This printer looks solid. It is solid. It definitely is solid. Like I said, I'm still a fan of the Ender 3v3, and I have a feeling that if this can perform the same way, this is going to replace the Ender 3v3 for me. I think this would be the one. All right. Check out. Oh, it's very soft. Look at this. Hold on. Let me make sure that this thing focuses. There we go. So you can tell that it has a coating on it. It looks like, to the naked eye at least, it looks like it has a clear kind of like luminance. What's that word? Man, English is so difficult. It has almost like a clear glow to it. It's beautiful looking. And it's almost like gray with a hint when the light hits it. You see the purples and blue, but it's almost like it's almost like a grayish color. Very cool. Yeah, it looks beautiful in person and very shiny. Cool. Let's get this thing dancing. Here, let's do this. I'm gonna try to lower the camera itself down some. Give me a second, everybody. Let's open this thing up. There we go, just so that the camera itself is just lower, like that. There we go, and then I'll zoom in once it's going. All right, let's find something for us to print. We got a spool guider, that's this thing, we don't need that. Top spool holder, which... actually, because this is braced, I think top would be okay here. There's a camera mount. There's a 14-minute benchy, which we're going to do first. And then there's two top spool holders. Yeah, there's two top spool holders. So I guess we're going with I guess we're going with the top spool holder. I kind of thought there was one that faces this way, but I guess I was wrong. This way would be way better. Way better. But I guess the line to the... No, it would be way better. You put a little PTFE tube right there. That would be cool. I thought there was... I could have swore that there was a side spool holder. Can I click this? No, this is top. Okay. And this one is also top. It looks a little bit more robust. So this one mounts this way and that way, and this one mounts a different direction. Let's see. No, I don't know what the difference between them is, but there's two on there. Either way, let's do a benchy. And where I'm gonna let it calibrate. I want it, you know, the best possible, the best job that it can do. I want to do. So let it calibrate and do its thing. Looks like a fishing lure color. It does actually. It definitely does. Glitter poo. Yeah. Luminescence. Luminescence. Who made English? Not on the printer or USB card. The USB card is packaged away in the box. I bet you it's in there. It's available through Creality Cloud on the side facing spool. Oh, okay. I guess I'll have to look at it. Yeah, I guess it might. You might want to do TPU though, to be honest. Just because, you know, PLA super brittle. If you drop it, it'll just explode, you know. So just like all the other machines, it does its little scrapey on the back and cleans the nozzle before touching everything else. I'm surprised that this machine doesn't actually have like a little scraper thing back there, kind of like the K1C does. It doesn't need it, but, you know, it's always nice. Who made English? You know, I feel like Russian is so much more simple. You just like say the letters out loud together and it makes the words. Whereas English has all these ridiculous nuances that are just so complicated. Hey Ryan, what is your all-time favorite machine? I'm going to say the Voron Trident. If I had to get rid of everything, if I was for some reason forced to have one, I would pick that one. If I was forced to have two, I would probably pick the V0.2 R1 that I have a video coming out very soon, along with it. So I would pick those two. And then if you were to say, hey, what about not like a kit machine that costs, you know, a lot of money and takes 40+ hours to build, then I guess I would say if it's probably the X1C, but it's just too expensive to be realistic. Like I could never really afford one, to be honest. I'd really have to be saving a lot to get one. So maybe P1X. It's probably a bamboo machine, and if you don't like bamboo machines, then definitely a Creality machine. The K1 series is great. It just depends on what you want, what you need, what your criteria is. Everyone has their own different things. Some people want to print toys. Some people want to print engineering. Like for example, if you know you're going to print a bunch of nylons, if you know you're going to print a bunch of ABS, the Chitty-Tech Q1 Pro is nuts. It is like it's of the same ease of use as these machines, but it has a heater in it. So it heats up the entire print bed. So ASA and ABS and nylon prints just like butter on it and completely out of the box, fully automated. So it just depends on what you're after. For me personally, the kit machines, the custom machines, the one that I have full access over, for me personally, that's what I would pick. Just like Spanish. Yeah, well, the difference in Spanish is there's like boy and girl versions. There's there's two different versions for things. I guess in Russian there's like a polite term and then like a more direct term. So I guess that is similar to male-female type of thing in Spanish. There's actually a lot of similar words between Spanish and Russian. They don't mean the same thing, though. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, sorry, the wrong one. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like a double, like one of the double cases. Nice. The revised K1 series is awesome. Yeah, solid. I agree. I agree. Yep, that's what that one is. It's good. Speak Russian for a second. Зачем? Зачем мне это делать? Вы все равно меня не понимаете. Нет. Does that mean not yet? Nice. I actually have a card game called Niet. It's a good one. Cheaty Q1 Pro for sure. Printed PPS in it. What is PPS? I don't know either. But it was $94.99 a roll. And it's Peak's baby cousin. Wow. I've never printed PPS. But I have been printing on the Q1 Pro all the time. ASA and ABS. It's great. Solid machine for everything. Yeah. Like, it's almost like a underrated machine right now. There's like no one really talking about it anywhere because everyone's so excited about the multi-material. You know, I keep telling them, I'm like, hey, Chitty Tech, do that multi, baby. And then you got it both. You got heaters. You know, everything's hands off. You got a cutter in there. Well, they don't have a cutter. They have like an interesting nozzle cleaning system. So definitely multi-material would be cool. It's a workhorse. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I love the print bed material on it. Whatever that PTFE, PT, whatever that whatever that sheet is very nice. Hopefully this one is as sticky. Yep, I agree. First coat of paint on my dragon's teeth is done. I've been working on this off and off for a year. Wow, nice. Make sure you post it. I'd love to see that. So here's something that's disappointing. Is the machine doesn't have what's the camp. It doesn't have camp installed because we're printing a benchy. It should be quite literally tiny. So that's something now that it's rooted that I will definitely be installing. There's zero reason for a printer that runs Clipper that has any kind of sizable bed whatsoever to not use camp. What camp is when right before printing a model, it measures the size that it needs on the bed. So for example, a benchy only needs this much space, and it will recalibrate the machine to only calibrate that part of the bed since we don't need the entire mesh on the bed. So it's kind of disappointing to see that not there. I'm actually surprised, to be honest with you. But I guess I shouldn't be. I did install camp on all the other ones, and maybe that's why I'm surprised, because I'm so used to them doing camp. Camp is awesome. Camp is the best, and actually it's now integrated into Clipper. So if this was the most recent Clipper, which I already spoke earlier why it can't be the most recent. Yeah, the most recent camp has it in there. Maybe. I'm just tired, that's all. I've been exhausted. Keep with the steps for installing. I have a video on it. I have several videos. The most recent one was on the K1C, and it still holds true. All right, so we're off to the races. This is the lowest I can get the camera. Usually for boxy machines, this is easier to do. I can't get it down in there. The first layer looks pretty good. Nothing to complain about. And we're zooming. It's shaking my bed. It's shaking my bed pretty good. It's shaking my table pretty good. Let me zoom in for you. There we go. Auto framing. What's this? I don't remember what this is. Oh, right. This is where it follow. This camera can follow too, right? Is that how it works? I don't remember anymore. I think that camera can also follow. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Is it noisy? No, not too bad. Is it squeaky? No. You know, it does have dual fans, so I can hear the fans on it, but it's not like a... So, for example, the X1C is so loud. It has this, like, clanking, like it just bangs around, even though there's nothing loose in there. The K1 machines are very loud because the auxiliary fan is crazy loud. This just sounds like a printer to me. It's not that loud. Like I said, I can hear the fans, but yeah, not much to complain about there. Noise level of the steppers. Here, guys. I'll turn off the music. Let's go to the microphone. Filters. Noise suppression. And I'll turn it off. Yes. There we go. So this is not noise suppressed. You guys should be able to hear it. So this is me not raising my voice. This is just how I'm talking. I don't have... Oh, actually, I can measure decibels. I'm re-downloading the app. Oh, the bed actually comes out over the screen. Oh, yeah, it goes way over the screen. It goes 3 inches over the screen. Does it have brass bushings? I think so. Yes. Yes, they're brass bushings. All right, let's see. Did the app download? Yes. All right, so I'm going to go about a hand away. Yes, use the microphone. You guys can't see this. Right at 60 if I don't speak. So yeah, I would say about 60 on average. It says quiet home on top. All right, I'm gonna turn the music back on and turn this thing back on. Let's see, where is it? Noise suppression. Yep, okay, let's do that. And let's get the music back on. Print speed, I don't know, but this is a 14-minute benchy. Dang it, I got a dud. Oh, you did? No, there's definitely no stepper noise. What speed is this printing at? Well, I mean, we could see. Let's see what it goes up to. So about 200. I mean, it's a benchy. It can't go that fast. But yeah, I see a little bit. I just saw 300 there, 200, 180, 300 millimeters per second. So it just depends. It depends. If you're burning big and flat, it would be going absolutely crazy. But it's a benchy. Like I said, I don't know much about this filament. It's also silky and glossy and has dual extrusion and glitter in there, so I'm not expecting this to be a show-stopping benchy. As a tiny benchy or a giant bed? It's a giant bed. 14-minute? I doubt it. I doubt it's going to do 600 on this. It's shaky, yeah, I mean, it's shaking this entire table like crazy. I mean, it is a huge bed to toss around. What are the different filaments it can use? Well, it's definitely capable of printing everything because of the tool head that it has on it. but because it's an open air bed slinger, you're probably not going to be able to print large ABS or ASA pieces. However, I have printed them on bed slingers before, Core XY, and all you have to do is enable draft shield. That kind of helps keep the heat in. I think you'd be able to print, you know, TPU, PLA, obviously, PVB, PETG for sure, and then, like I said, some ABS and some ASA. Wait a second, this is the same printer that Mandic had that wouldn't home right and it kept crashing into the frame at the bottom right? I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure. I don't know. This is the larger version of the Ender 3 V3, which I personally have been really enjoying. Nice, finally. To use their cloud app, do I have to have like a Creality account, like similar to the Handy app from Bamboo? Or is it related to the printer in some other way? You should print a Deadpool helmet. I do like Deadpool more than other superheroes, but I'm actually not that big on superheroes. I have a lot of friends that are really, really into them, and I've just never been into it. I've actually never printed a helmet because of that. Maybe I would print one to have one on him, so that might be a thing. Actually, like that might be a fun thing to do. Guys, could you imagine 2 or 3 years ago expecting a 300 by 300 bed slinger to print this fast? It's incredible. Yes, that's true. I definitely see a hull line, but that's kind of to be expected going this fast. I see a tiny little bit of stringing, but also expected for this filament. I don't know if it's dry or not. Mount the beacon on it. Yeah, that would be great. You could. It's Clipper. You could totally put a beacon on it. I have one. I have a beacon sitting in a box. Let's peel this warning sticker on here. Warning. Pay attention to the locking bolts at the bottom. Pay attention to locking the bottom 4 bolts. Okay. I have paid attention. It's such a good looking machine. They did a really good job. They did a really good job with these enders. I think they look great. Yes, and the filament is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was just talking to him about some camera equipment. But I must have missed that one. I'm too broke to pay attention. Yeah, I mean, I know not everyone's gonna have money for the latest and greatest, and to buy multiple of them, especially. I definitely don't. But this has definitely become a fun way to, you know, showcase as many of these as possible. I think it's really cool to be able to see what these companies are doing and how, and it's been super fun. But I am definitely aware that this is not a normal thing. They do look great, but I miss the extruded aluminum frames. Yeah, there's something about extrusions that's fun, but yeah, you're not like just randomly mounting things wherever you want, you know. But this thing does just look good. It really does. Here. Man, keep forgetting how wide I have to go to get this thing into the shot. You're like, look at that. It's just a great looking machine. There we go. Hey, haven't seen in a while. Денежка. Money? Nice. I am expecting for this thing to have some good cooling because the other ender has really good cooling. You can still mount whatever you want. Well, it takes a drill, right? Exactly. Or some creative design, some kind of clip, you know. Nice, that'll be fun. Just a fun thing. Like bring it back, Frankenstein it. My old Aquila prints a benchy in 1.5 hours. Printers come so far. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, I remember getting it around 1 hour was like crazy. And it was like, oh my gosh, I could do it in an hour and 10 minutes. That's amazing. Look at this beautiful benchy. And now we're doing 14 minutes on a 300 by 300 by 350 millimeter machine. What's the strongest 3D print material? For me personally, I think carbon fiber ASA has been pretty good, but I think carbon fiber nylon is officially one of the best. That's why they call it like an engineering grade, because it can do heat, UV. Nylon is flexible, standard, but with the addition of 30% or so carbon fiber, it gives it a lot more rigidity, which makes it pretty strong. But technically, strongest is a weird term because, technically speaking, PLA is the strongest. However, it's brittle and it doesn't take heat well, not UV. So PLA can be the strongest. It just depends on the application. If there's heat involved, other ones are usually better. What's the orange and black sticker on the left part of the machine? Oh, the one that I removed? Which one? Orange and black sticker on the left part of the machine. Like this little guy? It says, oh, you can't even see that one. It says warning and it shows a hand going into gears. This sticker, it tells you how to clamp this thing properly. This thing. All these stickers should probably be removed, all of them. I just kept them on there for now. All right, so we are almost there. What time we got? 11:15. There we go. And that took 14 minutes exactly. Pretty cool. That's a 14-minute benchy right there. By the way, for those of you guys just coming in, at the very top of the chat right there, there's a pinned comment. If you guys are sticking around to the end, which it might end a little bit earlier today, but if you guys are gonna stick around, click on that. And if you're in the United States, just fill out that entire form and have a chance to win a spool of PLA Plus by 3D Max. All right? You just have to be in the United States. You have to be present to win it. And I don't mind repeat winners, as you guys know. So that's one. Two, if you guys want some cool merch, 3D print related merch, check out shop.3dprintsos. These are two of my latest shirts. I'm a farmer. And snip snip. Here's a closer look. And this one's printing a little benchy over here. Good stuff. They come in different colors. Okay. And on top of different shirts, also very inexpensive. On top of different shirt designs that I've all made myself, we got hoodies. Of course, we got these desk mats. They're awesome. Check them out. And we have our Hot Ends mugs. So check that out. And you could be this cool if you do. Very important. Very important. Nice. That was to settle an argument between me and my wife. What Danishka meant. Thanks. Yep, that means money. It's like a cute way to say money. Because you can say dengi, which is definitely money. But Danishki is like... It's like a cutesy way. Like I said, there's always two ways to say things in Russian. There's like... Cutesy is probably not the right word. There's like a playful way to say something. Usually ends like a ika type of, or ishka type thing at the end. Or a really direct way. So yeah. Under the bed to the left. This guy? It is not orange. It's actually like a colorful, glossy, chameleon looking thing. So for me, it's purple. It says Creality Better Filament Plan. Better with Creality Hyper Series Filament. And it's like a badge with a filament logo. Oh, okay. I missed this, guys. Above the logo, everybody. Wow. Yeah, it does look like an award sticker. Here, I'll show it to you. See that? It's like a color changing. Here, let's do this. There we go. Yeah, look at that. It's like a color changing thing. Better with Creality Hyper Series Filament. It's an ad for the... Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yep, I gotta do the grub shirt. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, well, I never got the X Max. I've had several X Plus 3s. And right now, the Q1 Pro. The Q1 Pro is awesome. It's obviously smaller than both the Plus and the Max. But the Q1 Pro is amazing. You should do a merch giveaway. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I kind of did when I was doing the 20K giveaway. That coupon code, I had to pay. Which is kind of funny. How many printers do you have? I don't know. I don't know right now, but I've had over 65 machines. True. Hey, welcome to the YouTube crew. Thank you for signing up. Appreciate that. Right? How does the benchy look? I don't know. I've been waiting for it to cool down. Hey, Jeff, I got an Aquila as my first 3D printer because of you. Now trying to decide what to replace it with in the $299 range. I change my mind every time I see one of your streams. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I would say probably some of the best machines happen to be Bamboo Lab machines. $299 might be perfect for the A1. And then you could get an AMS system. Now, you have to be the type of person that doesn't want to tinker or build because you can't with those machines. There's obviously little things you can do here and there, just like everything else. But they're much like a Tesla. They're fantastic, but they're proprietary, and you can't like modify it to however you want because you're in their ecosystem. So you have to be one of those. Like if you're a person that specifically doesn't like Tesla and wants to build their own or modify their own, then yeah, there's a ton of other options. But some of the best machines at the moment, until someone really competes hard, I think are them. This has been fantastic so far, but I don't have the experience with this one yet. I do, like I said, really like my Ender 3v3, but you have to like a Slinger. So yeah. How do you feel about the SV08? No one's asked. I don't have it yet. Hoping I still get one at some point. I can't say. I don't know. I've seen mixed reviews, but mostly positive things. And I like the ability to add co-prints to make multicolor things on it, so we'll see. Is it advisable to purchase an extra nozzle? Yes. Is it a good idea to change it if you print material filament? With this one, you don't, because they're hardened nozzles, so you should be good for a very long time, but it's always nice to have another one. Have you seen the truck after a car wash? I have not. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, popped right off. Where's the camera at? All right, let's look at it together. Like I said, guys, unknown filament, kind of funky too, and a 14-minute benchy. So keep that in mind. This is not a 30-minute, 20-minute. Come on, focus. Oh, did I set manual focus? I think I did. Hold on, guys. Where's my focus at? Image. Oh, it's looking for a face. There we go. Come on, camera. What are you doing? It's usually 3 seconds. There we go. All right. 14-minute benchy on a 300 by 300 millimeter bed slinger in an unknown filament by a company that makes slicers. I don't know. You guys be the judge. It's not the cleanest thing in the world. Can I read the back? No, there's no text on the back. Let's see the tops and the bottoms. Is this round? Is this square? How about the cooling? The cooling is really good. The cooling is definitely really good. 14-minute benchy. No auxiliary fan. So, I mean, you guys tell me. It's not like a award-winning benchy at 14 minutes, but there's something to be said about that. Also, worth mentioning that I guess just like everything else, it looks pretty good in person. This filament is really nice. It has this like a glossy coat-looking effect, which isn't necessarily uniform. Like you can kind of tell right there. There's like more of the clear than not. The camera is just upsetting me at this point. There we go. Right over here, like you can kind of see like there's more clear. Right here, there's like more clear, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, beautiful filament. It looks wet, doesn't it? It looks like you sprayed clear coat on it. All right, let's see what you guys have been saying. FlashForge 5M, yeah, yep, that's also a really great machine. I keep it. I've been keeping it because it prints TPU really well. It's my go-to TPU machine. It is also $299. You're right. Yes, Bamboo makes the hobby about what you print instead of the printer being the hobby. Do you think the V3 Plus is that? Yeah. This is definitely one of those type of machines. You're definitely not doing anything with this machine. You're just printing. Definitely. Now, look, I'm the type of person where I would have a machine so that I could build other machines. I'm the type of person that I would like build a machine and that would be the thing. Like I 3D print all the time. I print so much plastic. Like I have so many projects all over the place. I'm printing all the time. Yes. But at the end of the day, one of my favorite things about the hobby is the building, the tweaking, the making, the build part. And I know a lot of people are not like that. I know the most people will go on Maker World and just look and oogle over all the toys that are on there, and that'll be 3D printing for them. And that's okay. That's totally fine. There's different levels of these hobbies, and just like cars or bikes or paintball or anything really. But yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Ew, pretty. Throw it on, yep. Yeah, I hear good things. Yes, Zumi. They are. They are, except they invented their own steel. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely printing way too fast for this filament. We knew that going in. Yeah, the FlashForge is good. The FlashForge is good. And the important part about the FlashForge is not only did they open source it, they also made it way better with updates. They fixed most of my gripes with the fans and all the funky stuff it did with updates. So that's important to know too. How about Z-Seam? I mean, you know, at that speed, there's definitely a seam right there on the booty. But it's definitely clean otherwise. Here's a good look at it in the light. I mean, that's 14 minutes, guys. But these things, you know, printers can do this now. Printers can print fast, you know. Is this printer open source? I don't think the printer itself is open source. I could be wrong. I don't know if they released the step files for the printer itself. But the firmware is. The firmware has been released. So you can mess with the firmware. In fact, they give you root access right on the machine. I got it earlier. So I can SSH and install things, which I will. I will definitely be installing Camp on this. Benchy line is minimal. It is, but that could also be the font hiding it. The filament hiding it. I 3D print to support my Ender hobby. Yeah, that's a good shirt. So Mr. Walkman, from what I understand, the Cybertruck isn't the product. It's the factory and the supplies that is. Like he talked about this before. The thing that makes those trucks is insane. It's unlike anything else. It's some of the most incredible engineering ever. And it also happens to make a truck. So you got to look at it that way. And it's not a cookie cutter thing either. It's completely new with a completely ridiculous goal ever. Is technically that product was made and designed to be made on Mars. So that's one of the reasons why it doesn't have curvature to it, is so that they can just stamp these steel panels, make them really quickly and easily, and make it with really simple design machines, because the machines have to be built in space. So like he said before, the product is technically not the truck itself. The product is the steel. The product is the battery tech. It's everything coming together, and it happens to be a truck. But yeah, I understand. I know what you want. I mean, I know what you want. I know what you're saying. Polite? Oh, really? I have not spent any time at an auto plant, so I will respect your opinion on it. I'm basing my opinion on just, you know, a bunch of interviews and whatnot, so it is what it is. The only thing I've become closest to is I toured the Harley Davidson plant at because I went to school in York. So anyway, I'm gonna start another print. I'm gonna do that top-mounted spool holder, I think, or maybe because I want the other spool holders. We're not gonna do that. Let's see. Is there anything cool? Phone stand. I don't need. I don't want that cube. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want this. Maybe let's take a look at the app maybe and see if I can connect to the machine without an account. All right, let's see. Creality Cloud. I'm gonna download this app. I'm gonna regret this, I have a feeling. Hopefully the account is not a thing. Your kid could sell at the stand. Yeah, true. Can we see the stock bed mesh? Yes, I showed it earlier. It wasn't too bad. It was definitely wavy. But it was within 1 millimeter. Oh yeah, it's even better now, 0.67. Yeah, definitely a taco. But 0.67 is not bad. If it's under 1 mil, that's okay. It'll compensate pretty well for it. But 0.67 is pretty good. Like I wouldn't be mad at that. Can it be better? Yeah. All right, how can I connect to this machine? Scan code to add device. Okay. Ask not to track. Oh, I have to log in. Okay, let's see. Mobile login? What's that? No. Google? Now I have to give him access to my Google. All right, I'll do it. Have my Google. I guess it would be nice to be able to compare this to Handy. Let's see. Where do I go for the sign in? Network. System. Bind to Creality Cloud. There it is. All right. Name the device. We're going to name this thing what it is. Ender 3 V3 Plus. All right. Finish. Got it. Okay, we have it. It's online. Total print time on the machine is 2 hours and 4 minutes, which is nice. All right, I haven't had a chance to play around with this at all. I've literally been kind of holding off on it. Let me check what you guys have been saying. Chad. Yeah, they could only count to 3. Yep. All your STL files are below. Yes. Yep. Yeah, there's something to that. Yep, I agree. I mean, the SpaceX stuff that they did this morning was insane. I don't know if any of you guys watched the launch live, but I mean, that was just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling stuff. Send it over the burner account. Too late. I mean, listen. If China has already hacked me a long time ago. Everybody. All right, let's go. Let's see how we can find stuff. Explore. So I'm gonna hit models. I'm gonna search. No, little bot, go away. Okay, search. We're gonna search for Ender 3 V3 spool holder, and let's see what comes up. Nothing comes up. Okay, let's do just Ender 3 V3. A light, a camera holder that already exists, a tool holder. Is there a spool holder? Not yet. Also, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be honest with you. There were people like saying there's a lot of ads and stuff in between and things like that, so I've kind of avoided it because I thought it was going to be junk. It's not too bad. I mean, I haven't found the thing that I want, or is it this? Oh, here we go. Here it is. All right, let's see. Who's this by? Does it say who this is by? Like, it would be nice if it was by Creality. I see that it's a Creative Commons license. The category is 3D printer mod. But I don't see who it's by. All right, so let's say this is what I want. Oh, Carl Howells. There you go. Carl Howells has re-uploaded this file. So is this going to let me slice this for some reason? You can add a custom printer if you cannot find the printer. I have it right here. Let's do that. Are you telling me that I can slice this thing on my phone? That's kind of wild. Does Handy do that? I obviously haven't looked at Handy at all. Scale, no, we don't need to do any of that. It should be able to print it just flat like this. I don't think we need any supports. Could be wrong. Oh yeah, we probably do need some supports. Yeah, we do. All right, so we need some supports. Let's see what the settings are. Okay, here we go. Supports. Generate supports. Let's do normal's fine. Touching build plate, please. Zigzag, yep, that's fine. Let's go to quality. Interesting. 4.2 line width, 0.15 layer height. Why? Infill pattern. Can we do honeycomb? I like honeycomb. All right. What about shell? Hide Z-seam. Okay. I guess they do it by millimeters, not by like how many walls. 0.8, so that's 2. That's fine. Top and bottom thickness. That's fine. Speed 300. Travel speed. Travel speed. Pretty good. Enable retraction. All right. Travel. Here's travel. Enable. Okay. Yep. Temp 220. What's control mean? Vase mode and ironing. No thanks. All right. We're gonna just go YOLO. We don't need a brim. We don't need a skirt. We don't need a lace. Interesting. No raft. We'll just hit none there. Yeah. Let's just do it. This is very interesting to me. I'm not gonna hit save. I'm just gonna hit preview. Okay. Is there a print button? Okay, so preview wasn't what I was looking for. How do I get out of preview? Can I get out of preview? Nope. Oh, okay, got out of there. All right. How do I go? I have to save this? Oh, back. Okay. I'm just gonna click back in to see if it stayed. Okay, it did stay. Let's do, it's PLA, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we're gonna slice. Upgrade to premium and enjoy priority access to slicing. Okay, so I'm guessing if it's real slow, then you'll just have to wait. All right, so it's ready. Let's hit print. Yep, we're gonna do the Ender 3v3 Plus. Please make sure there are no models. There are no models. We're gonna hit confirm. Notice, enable print calibration to improve your print quality. By enabling the printer will exclude the print calibration before start printing. Hold on. Enable print calibration to improve your print quality. By enabling, the printer will execute, okay, a print calibration. Yes, please do that. All right. I've just sliced the thing on my phone, and it wasn't that bad. There were no weird pop-ups or ads like people were trying to scaremonger you. It was pretty self-explanatory. I found the model that I wanted. The machine was in here. Nothing funky happened at all. And I can monitor the machine. All right, so there you go. So people are fear-mongering me into never using this app. That's fun. All right, let me see what you guys have been saying. I usually pop in and out of live streams, but tonight, I had to stick around. I really enjoyed the stream. Got to go work in the morning. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And thank you for being here from the beginning. Thank you, Matt. Have a good one. I can design that in 2 minutes. Yes, both Handy and Creality. Oh, okay, yep. Handy does, okay. It's possible. Here's the cool part, though. I didn't have to sign in and then get an update to the machine. I was able to update the machine before getting the app. That I really don't like about the Bamboo machines. I actually can't believe that they do that. Like, it's mind-boggling to me. Like, for those people that didn't want to have an app on their phone, will not be able to update their machine to the latest firmware. And that's nuts. Chat. I love travel speed. All your base belong to Traval. Traval or go home. Hey, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right, FlashForge does have one. I also haven't seen that one. I've been in the Creality zone for a long time. Wait for the hourly notification. Oh, like that you have a print going. I have one of those. It's just been sitting there. I cannot escape Google. I don't think any of us can really fully escape Google, can we? Oh, man. Thank you for being here so late. I appreciate the support. And have a great night. Something's wrong with this calibration? No, it was cleaning the nozzle in the back like it normally does. Yeah, clean the nozzle, then homed, and then homing again. Ooh, nice tube. Oh, notification for sales. I think I opted out already, didn't I? If not, I will, because that I hate. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I hope there's like a dark version though. Like, can I turn off? Can I make it dark? My profile. My gender is a secret, apparently. General settings, no. Notification, here we go. There we go. We're gonna turn this off. Yeah, you won't have the, if you turn this off, you won't have the check-in awards. Okay, good. System messages, directing messages, print, event notifications, we'll turn that off. Printing notifications are fine. Content notifications, off. Service notifications, off. All right, there we go. All right, reminders, off. All right, that should be okay. Yeah, no dark mode, I don't think. Cool. I'll mess with it later. Looks like I already have a notification. I'll just hit mark red. All right, now we're at 0, so it'll be easier to manage. We'll see. Gotcha for life. It's too late now. All right, what are we doing? We're doing a bed mesh. All right, once this thing starts and actually lays some layers down, I'm gonna end the what's it called? The giveaway, and we'll choose a winner. All right, so for those that don't know what I'm talking about, there is a pinned comment right here. It'll take you to this page. Let's see how many of you guys are in there. 57 entries. So if you're in the United States and you fill out that questionnaire and you're going to be present for the drawing, then you could have a chance to win a PLA Plus spool from 3D Max. All right. So go ahead and hop on in there. You can't hook it up to a PC and upload files to it. They never fixed that, and the screen keeps falling off. I've already sent it to be fixed 3 times. Blind, which machine are you talking about? Hold on, let me go up and see if you're talking about a machine. I like Bamboo Handy app. It was a lot better made than Creality. Yeah, probably. I can see that. Well, that's what I've heard. I've never used them, so this is the first time. I have a Google Pixel 7 Pro. And it's junk. It has not been turned on for months. I switched back to iPhone. iPhone is damn good. Whoa, whoa, whoa! 3D&T, come on! Another 5? Thank you so much, man. That's extremely generous of you. Thank you very, very much, guys and gals. If you guys have just received yet another membership from 3D&T, please say thank you in the chat. That's incredible. Thank you. Very kind. Very, very kind. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's always very humbling to see that kind of support. All right, so what are we waiting on now? So we're heating the hot end. a filter. All right, and here we go. The line looks good. Do we just go right into printing it? I don't know. Let's see. It's probably gonna at first print the outside. Not outside. What are they called? The supports first. Nothing like touching it with my bare hands before print. Definitely going real slow on the first layer, which is fine. I kind of want this thing to actually print. And hopefully this thing... Actually, did I look at the speed? I don't think I look... Well, we'll see on the second layer how fast it goes if we have time. Actually, it's already 11:48. There's no reason for me to end it early, so at 12 o'clock we'll do the drawing. I was going to say, after the first layer, if it doesn't kick into gear, I can always speed it up. Oh, that's not going that bad. That's not bad. That's a good speed. It's hard to tell because of the size of this thing. Also, I don't see any of these things that you guys see. Like, it looks nice and smooth from here, for example. The filament catches the light all kinds of funky. The screen reader on Android is bad as well, and you have to tap super fast click or something. iPhone's never had that problem. Yeah. Fedor has helped me along the way in many of his previous videos. Gotta share the love. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thanks for the kind words there. Fedor has a good YouTube channel as well. Thank you, Fresh. Nice. Now Prusa's on the ads. Nice. What printer would you directly compare this to for the price? And which would you buy? That's a good question. What is like this? I don't know. I don't know what is like this machine. What's another 300 by 300 machine that has this trick tech? Nothing really. I mean, I did that Elegoo machine that's a similar size. There's even a larger one. It does look like it's definitely a little too close. We're getting some waviness in that first layer. Which one else? I have the Mingda machine that was also large, but those... I had problems with the first layer pretty much constantly on the Elegoo, which people say is a hit and miss. The Mingda is just kind of older tech. Like, it goes real slow and steady. So they're in a different ball game than this. Plus the fact that this can get multi-material. I don't know. This might be like the definitive large bed slinger, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know what I would directly compare with this. For the cost too, this thing is $480. I mean, that's the price of a really basic V0 kit, you know what I mean? But the V0 is 120 millimeters. I don't know. I don't know. If you didn't need the 300 millimeter size, you probably wouldn't go for this. In order for you to be interested in this machine, you have to need this size of printer for something. Because I don't think it makes sense. How much is the SV08? Yeah, Neptune Plus. Yeah, I wouldn't compare. I wouldn't compare. It has its benefits, but this is just a different animal. It's just a different animal. I don't think it's going to stay that long. I think this is just their sale for their anniversary. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's hard to compare them. Yes, artillery also. Artillery is very, very similar to Elegoo. Their machines, they were so hard to compare because they were like the same. So I in my mind, I put them together. What do you mean by filament heater, DM? I have plenty of filament heaters. 580 for the SV08. Oh, okay, so $100 more. That's also an open machine. Would I spend $100 extra on it? I don't know. I don't know. If this thing performs, and you know, we'll find out soon. If this thing performs on the same level as the V0, as the Ender 3 V3, the smaller one, I would say this one is pretty darn good. Now, bed slingers this size might not fit where you want them to. So, I mean, not that the SV08 is small, but it might be easier to print because easier to fit somewhere because it doesn't go outside of its own bounds. So I don't know. It's really hard. It's getting really difficult to compare these machines. There's so many. SV07 Plus. No, there's a reason why it's not in the limelight. Heated bed. Oh yeah, this of course has a heated bed. Make room. In your opinion, is the E3 V3 as nice as the Bamboo A1? Yes. If you had to pick one, the only reason why I would pick the A1 over the E3 V3 at the moment is because at the moment you can buy the AMS unit to expand on the A1. Otherwise, I would have a really hard time picking because there's certain things that I don't like about the way the Bamboo runs their thing. That doesn't stop me from acknowledging that the machine is really great and the user experience is the best. And, you know, so it's one of those. These machines run Clipper. I'm very familiar with Clipper. I'm a tinkerer at heart, so I get Clipper. So that hits a little closer to me. But like I said, just because I might not choose it, I definitely have to acknowledge when someone else asks that they not only exist, but are also really good. So I think it's a pretty even battle. And very soon, when their AMS system comes out, I think it'll be easier to compare those two. But if I was to get asked that right now, I would say the A1 because you could save up and get that AMS system and expand on it. Hey, don't forget, Bamboo said this exact same thing about their entire business model. I don't think there's anything wrong with bed slingers, especially these new modern ones that are legit good. Do you think they're going to make an A1 Mini Plus Max? Yes. Yeah, I think they have no reason not to. I think they're going to make a machine for every single category. I don't know what this means. Yes. I will never use a Bowden extruder. Yeah. Are there machines with Bowdens? I don't think so. To be honest, I would get the Ender 3 V3 over the SV07. Definitely. And then I would it's okay. And then I would also get this over the SV07 Plus as well. This doesn't have wheels. It's all linear. It doesn't have lead screws. You know, yeah, I would pick this. I'm in the market for a new printer with $500 budget. Must print ABS. 250 mil minimum. Any recommendations? Also runs Clipper. Easy. Chitty Tech Q1 Pro. I have a video on it. You should check it out. I really, really, really enjoy that video, that machine. The only reason why I would suggest that machine over Creality machines in that price range is because it has a heater, and you said ABS. So if you're going to be printing that, a heater is just really good. Yes. Yeah, soon, but not yet. Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, the Cheetah machine is cool. Yeah, I still actually have and use Creality print. And they've definitely improved on it for sure. I've heard there's no reason to print ABS. What? Why? The temperature, you know, ABS, PETG can only handle so much temperature. ABS and ASA are far superior with that particular thing. Also, carbon fiber, the addition of carbon fiber into those filaments has changed them so they're much easier to print, which means less warping, things like that. But you need a heater. So yeah, I would disagree with that. Also, by the way, guys, there's almost 2 minutes left in the giveaway, so, or under 2 minutes left. So if you guys are gonna jump into that, now is the time. There's 60, so a minute left right now. There's 59 entries. So if you're gonna stick around, you're in the United States and you want a spool of PLA Plus, definitely jump in right there. Do you think Creality will make their AMS backwards compatible with their older printers? Actually, they had a really specific list of what they're gonna do. They're gonna do the entire K1 series of machines and the Ender 3 V3 series of machines. That's what they put on their in their docs. It's sitting right off to the side there. Chad, by the way, if you're legitimately interested in it, you know, I have no room for it, so you know, I can box it up and we can talk about it if you're for real. Does Chitty use full open clipper? It is full open clipper, but just like with Creality, it's their own version so that they can control updates and so that you don't hit update and destroy your machine. Because as soon as you hit update on base clipper on these machines, it will no longer work. They just using my Maker World credits for gift cards, picked up a free A1 Mini. Nice, that's great. Yeah, that machine's been awesome. Caress that like button. I agree, please. Is there a chamber heater available for the X1C? Not that I know of. There might be something aftermarket that you can make yourself, but not that I know of. Yeah, there's all sorts of talks about that. Yeah. They should also put any kind of wood and metal. Home Depot should be banned because you can buy metal tubing. It's whack. It's never going to actually happen. 99% of the people that own 3D printers print, you know, wiggly cats and dinosaurs. Which printers are you parting with? I will be parting with... Oh man, there's going to be a lot very, very soon. I'm getting to the point where I'm overwhelmed again. Let's see if I can give you a list. A 400 by 400 Mingda. The Chitty X Plus 3, the K1 is accounted for. The Ender 3 KE's counted for. I'll have the 2 Trees machine, which is actually pretty good. It's got some mixed results, but not results, mixed reviews. But it's interesting for projects, for a project printer that runs open source Clipper. I'm gonna have the CR10 SE. I can't even tell what that machine is back there. What else? Oh, the King Rune KLP is gonna have to go. I'm not gonna be able to find any space for the Inframech. If the Inframech I really, really like, so I might hold on to that one. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. I'll have to put a list on my the Discord when I get to it. But if you're definitely interested in buying that kind of stuff, or I usually sell them for a minimum of 50% off, and they're obviously pretty well taken care of. Yes, yes, it does. Yeah, their screen specifically, but you don't even have to use their screen. This is what I'm saying. It's Clipper, but they use their own version so that you don't break it when you hit update. No, the FL Sun is mine. I'm keeping that one. That one's staying. It's Chad. Any resin printers? I do have 2 resin printers. I will be unboxing, not the next coming week, but the week after that, the latest Mage S by Creality. And that'll be my first resin printer in 5 years. I have the VoxLab Proxima that I will be selling at some point, and that's going to be really inexpensive. K1 or X1C? I have a K1, but that one is accounted for. I'll take the last one you mentioned, the Infomech. Yeah, but I kind of want to hold on to it. It's so good. It's so good. DMC, that's awesome. Thank you. What, this machine? This machine can totally be for beginners. DM, first of all, thank you for your donation. But you saw it. I opened up an app on my phone. I clicked the model. I sliced it, and I wirelessly sent it to print on here. I mean, if that's not beginner, I'm not sure I know what is. This is super beginner friendly. What do you use for printers besides reviews? Do you put functional items around the house? Oh yeah, I'm completely surrounded by 3D printed stuff. I mean, everything from coasters for my drinks that are sitting in front of me to the thing that my mouse and keyboard are in. This is ABS carbon fiber. To my handheld displays, which I have tons of now. Here, I'll show you this way. I have tons of 3D printed drawers that hold everything that I'm currently working on. This entire thing is 3D printed that holds all of my tools, completely custom. I have clamps and more drawers. These RC cars are fully 3D printed. They're fully functional 1/8 scale trucks. I 3D printed myself in full 1:1 scale. There's a fully functional flying airplane that I had to do a video on. I mean, my entire surroundings, from keyboards to mice to just everything around me, is 3D printed. So, yes, I 3D print all that stuff. Resin printers scare me. They scare me too, and that's why I've only had 2 of them. Yeah, once one of those machines comes in, then the 400 is gonna have to go. So this is a good question. I've been just using the standard one, but the our mod in Discord, Hero, he will say that something called Active, I believe it's called Active. Actually, Bamboo just bought that brand, I think. There is like Active, what are they called? I think Active sticks to my mind, but there's Active build plates. All right, let's do the giveaway, guys, before it's too late. I'll take the Trident. No, I'm keeping that one. Yes, they're total gimmick. Do not get them. They're too weak. Missing a 1-to-1, right? I remember the Infomech video. You did. I'm willing to buy tonight. Whoops. No. I'm not gonna sell it tonight. I need the thing on that one because I really do genuinely enjoy the machine. The camera adds a couple of pounds to the clone. Well, I have dropped just under 4 pounds so far in the past few weeks. I'm dieting. Hopefully that thing becomes a before. Sonic build plates. That's what it is. That's what it is. Sonic. All right, let's do this. Which channel in Discord are you going to post them in? There's a for sale. There's a for sale channel in the Discord. That's where I post them. I want a printer that prints tacos soon. Give me that flying bear. Oh, the flying bear is going to go to B Cuddy, our other mod. But that also has to go. All right, let's do the giveaway, everybody. I'm going to go to my other screen. Everybody ready? Let's go to winners. I'm going to draw a winner. Let's go ahead and draw. Please make sure that you filled out everything in the form, or else I will have to repick. Okay, here's one that did not fill it out. How? I thought it was required. Repick. Also, you're not in the United States. Here we go. United States. Also, you answered it. Cool. Announce winners and widget. Announce with avatar. Congratulations to Philip T. Philip T. Hopefully you're in the chat. Let me know. Philip T. Philip T, are you in the chat, sir? So as usual, guys, I give about 5 minutes or so to the person that gets chosen. He teed off. If they aren't here in the chat to accept it, then I will have to pick another person. Oh, Phil Thur, is that you? That would explain. Let me double check. It is. I can confirm based on your email address. Hey, congratulations. Congrats on your win. You've been to a bunch of these things to know what to do already, but let me know. I'm going to tell you what to do just in case, and let me know in the chat that you heard and are aware. So my email, okay, keep this in your mind. It's Fedor, which is F-E-D-O-R, okay, Fedor, at 3dprintsos.com. You can always find this email on my YouTube channel on the About section, okay? What you need to do is go to their website, 3D Max's website, find the PLA Plus that's currently in stock, okay? And then email me your choice, your full name, okay? Some people aren't sending full name and we're running into issues with shipping. So your choice of filament, PLA Plus, your... Wrong song, guys. Okay, let me try this again. You're going to email me your full name, your choice, and your shipping address, okay? So if you confirm, please say confirmed in the chat, and we'll go from there. This thing looks good. Beautiful filament, too. Is clogging a problem? A dread to deal with. Yeah, when things clog, it is a bit of a bit, especially when you don't know what to do. These tools right here, that come with this machine, for example, have been really great for clogs. They kind of just push downward into it. And then the other thing you can do is use little needles that also come with a lot of machines like this. I know it's going to be hard to see. To poke from the bottom. So this is the type of thing where you can poke straight through the extruder all the way down. That pushes the clog through. What I usually do is I turn the heater pretty hot, like 260 for PLA. If it's ABS, I'll do like 280 or even 300 in some cases. And I'll push it downward. That usually clears it. If not, you can go from the bottom. And if it's still for some reason really clogged, then swapping a nozzle is pretty easy. So it's only difficult probably the first time you do it. Otherwise, it becomes really easy. Confirmed. All right, cool. I have so many theories. So you got to make something out of them, like a tree or something. I can help you out with that shipping address. Nice. Nice Winamp. Yeah, gotta love Winamp. Yeah, using the original skin. Really kicks a llama's ass. That's right. Yeah, Mike, if you have a Mac, there is an app called Reamp. That's what this is. It uses all the original skins too. So if you go to the Winamp archive, you can actually use any of the old school skins that you might remember from back in the day. But yeah, like I said, I own the rights to a lot of MP3s, and they're just in the folder. So they're for my video edits. So I just use them here on my live stream so I don't get copyright strike. Do you have any kind of air quality cleaning? Yes, I do. I have 2 sets. I have a dehumidifier with a filter, a large one, and right next to me, right over here, I run a filtration system that's both HEPA and pellets. I bought the filters in bulk, and I change them out somewhat often. And I actually put the last one in a few days ago because it was blinking. Well, the bad thing about the one that I have is it doesn't have any kind of app, which I kind of regret. I kind of wanted to like see more stats. But what's cool about it is if the air is bad, like if I do have like 4 machines printing ABS or something, it does actually turn a different color and turn the fans up, which is kind of cool. Also, if you like blow smoke in here or anything like that, it instantly turns red and goes crazy. So I know at least it works. Winix. No. Winamp. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna cut it real soon here. Can multi-spool be added to any printer? At the moment, only bamboo machines and a few others that aren't fully out yet. If that's what you mean, multi-spool. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But the quality is looking really good. I have 0 complaints. So far, it looks like it's going to print almost identical to my other machine, the smaller version of this printer. And like I've been saying, if that's the case, this is going to replace it. And I will have that machine as well to go at some point. But this filament specifically looks really, really good. This is the Conjure line by Chitu Systems, which does firmware for resin machines. Also, I do gotta say that Creality has one of the best software versions in the game. Like this UI is really great. I've gotten so used to it. Everything's really easy to find. You can get to everything from here. There is a USB on the side here if you wanted to hook up a camera. Very easy to do. I did it on the other machine as well. Any USB camera works because it runs off Clipper. So if you did want to do a camera, you can install right here. There's 2 holes. There's a printable thing. You can install a camera right over here. So that's cool. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oh, that's what you're saying. What is the brand? I don't know. I can check on Amazon because I did buy it on Amazon. It is. Let me go to my orders. I bought 2 of them. I have one upstairs. No, it's called AeroEve. What a weird name. AeroEve is the company. Yeah, I bought one for another room and one for down here. So, any place you like to get your acid-free carbon pellets, I bought them on Amazon in bulk, and unfortunately that seller no longer exists. I did buy a massive bag of them, but I tried to help someone else out, but I couldn't find it anymore. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a really good idea. I think as time goes on, we're gonna run into more and more issues with that kind of health thing. So we'll see. Chad, looks like you might have some competition for that Chitty Tech. Chad's been asking for that Chitty Tech for a very long time. He's been since the day I got it. Actually, he's been wanting a machine that I threw away, but then it was that machine as a second one. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna cut it here. Congratulations to Filter for winning. So, DM, check out printables.com, thingiverse.com, and Makerworld. Those are the 3. Have you printed any upgrades? The only upgrades I printed was moving as you can see it right there, moving the AMS on top so it's not massive horizontal wise. And I have this like drawer system with a poop catcher that's on magnets. But that's all. It doesn't really need anything else, to be honest. All right, I'm going to cut it off here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for the support. On your way out, hit that like button. Maybe check out the store if you're so inclined at shop.3dprintsos.com. As always, I appreciate you all being here. And yeah, as a really quick couple word summary, I think this machine is exactly the performance level so far. I've obviously haven't printed that much of it. Based on this and how this is coming out with a beautiful wall, I can see the wall is super straight. The fact that that came off my phone, I have a feeling this completely replaces the smaller machine for me. And I definitely love the fact that this is braced extra. It's super fast. If you're into this traditional thing that's open like this, easy to work on and see everything, this is a cool choice. I'm glad it's here. I'm glad this is available, and this is only going to get cooler with multi-material and multicolor. All right. Yep, it's a V3 only bigger. Man, you said it's so much simpler than me. I need sleep. I need sleep. It's a V3 only bigger. Yeah, if you wanted more, if you're like, can I have more? Can I have more, please? You got it. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Sorry this wasn't Wednesday like normal, so I appreciate you. Link to the product on filament use tonight. The product is definitely linked below. The filament is not. I can link that to you right now. Plus there's a sale on Amazon, right? You guys said? What was it called? Conjure? Oh yeah. Oh cool. 40% off. Link. Yoink. Alright, here's the link. It's coming at you. I'll post it in the chats. Here you go. There it is. If you guys, that's also just for, you know, disclosure, that is an Amazon affiliate link. So if you use it, it costs you nothing. It just takes you to the item. But it gives a tiny kickback to the channel if you guys use that link to purchase anything. So I would obviously appreciate it. Anchor Make. Anchor Make. Yeah, I never got a chance to work with them. Anyway, all right, that's it. You get a double like this. All right, everybody. Look out for a short probably when this is done. I'll talk about it. And yeah, see y'all later. Thank you, everybody. Peace out.